Okay. Let's try this again. And hope it doesn't crash this time. Because if it crashes, I am going to be very unhappy. Because I was excited to play this game. And now it's being funky. Okay. We're on, screen's on, chat's on, game's on. It's working again. Pray. I think it didn't even save what I've done, so welcome back to Mermaid Mask with Detective Grimoire and Sally investigating a suspicious submarine. Okay.
It's Sally. She's fast asleep.
Yep.
To be fair, it is
she's still sleeping. We're doing a stakeout.
I agreed to stay awake and see if anyone shows up. So far, nothing.
Okay, so we were gonna check out her book.
It's some book Sally's been reading. She insisted that we bring it with us, although I'm not sure why.
Okay. We're examining the book. This was what brought it all down last time. So we've got J.D. Werman, Hex of the Helmsman, a paperback novel belonging to Sally. It looks to be nautical fantasy adventure. Can open. And there is a picture of the author, but like we can't read it. Something terrible awaits you in the depths. Will you face it? Yeah, this might be a premonition for what's about to happen to us. Kristen K. Publishing, J.D. Werman, Hex of the Helmsman. Yeah, something terrible awaits us. He sees it in his dreams. He sees it when he closes his eyes. He cannot escape it. But what is it? Renowned helmsman Marcus Murdom. Murdom is a man with a singular purpose. He will not rest until he uncovers the truth of what's really hiding beneath the waves. Kristen Kale. Hailing from a small fishing town named Silkworm-on-Sea, J.D. Werman moved to the big city to write his first novel, and it's that novel that's already carving him a place out in the annals of history, as Werman's mastery over the typewriter shines through in every beautifully crafted sentence. The only question I have is this: how can he possibly follow up on this? Kristen Kale, publisher. I don't know, maybe he can do like an actual murder. Maybe that's how it's gonna turn out, right? He was like, well, I wrote a really good book, so now I can't write a second good book unless I do some crimes myself. Hex of the Helmsman. For TWIBs, for imparting upon me what it is to love the art of writing. Hello, Firefly, are you back? Are you back to also cause some trouble? Chapter 1. Lost at Sea. Marcus Murdom tightened his grip on the wheel and stared out across the bleak horizon. On this morning, the familiar frigid air of the South Sea carried something more than salt spray as it whipped around his weathered face. On this morning, the familiar howling voice of the wind seemed to be in duet with a much greater voice. A voice that spoke in language that no Murdom could understand. Not yet. Okay, well, that's what we get to know. Well, we can just read, like, the beginning of the chapter. That's it. No more. No more of reading. Maybe later.
Hex of the Helmsman by J.D. Werman. Looks like Sally's read through it a couple of times already.
Okay.
I wonder what's so interesting about it.
Well, maybe it will help us on our case. Later. And then we have people. Magnus Mortuga. Ex-captain of the Mortuga submarine. Okay. Is this like a timeline thingy? Okay, I assume this is once we've met some people, we can use this. Probably the hunky helmsman on the cover. Yeah. Are they gonna be sexy sailors in this one?
It's the case file. The reason we're here.
Ah, case file.
It was left for us right here on the bar.
For Detective Grimoire. A ragged, leather-bound folder. It was left on the bar of the Stone Top Inn. Okay, let's open it. A single handwritten letter and 2 photographs. Okay, well, let's read. For Detective Grimoire. Murder victim, Captain Magnus Mortuga, 39. Okay, that's the guy. Location, Illusion Theater, Mortuga Submarine. They have a theater on the submarine. Mortuga has locked himself in the room. It was later forced open and the body was discovered. Mortuga was found alone, lying on his back, with a single cut across his throat. No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. Yes, okay, we're going into another, like, how could this happen, right? Because in Tangle Tower, we started with a woman was painting a painting and the painting stopped her. We're going with a guy was in a room alone and somehow he got cut. Okay, everyone is in for sexy pirates and hot sailors. We can only hope. The Illusion Theater is mostly empty, save for an ancient stone cauldron with a thick metal lid. The purpose of this cauldron is unknown. However, I'm informed that it has never been unlocked before. It is now unlocked. It is now open. The evil within has been released. Rich people have theaters on submarines, of course. Of course they do. Signed, Captain Seafoam, captain of the Mortuga submarine. Okay, so... a guy went into a room with a mysterious cauldron and died. Good to know.
Captain Seafoam. As far as I know, that's who hired us. And who left the case file here in the inn. But where are they now? Where's anyone? Sally, what do you think?
He's thinking like,
Great contribution. I thought I heard something outside. Hello?
Ooh. Okay. There's a light. A light and sound. What's happening?
It's a painting of a sea serpent. Is it a serpent if it has legs? What do you think, Sally?
Not much.
Ah, thanks for clearing that up.
Okay, what's going on outside?
Sally, wake up. We have to go.
Why?
Because there's an eerie green light trying to lure us outside.
Well, if the light is trying to lure you outside, should you be following it?
Oh, that's a pretty good reason. I'll get up.
Oh, she looks so sleepy. Okay, we've got the moving thingy. Hello, delightful Ducky, and I think hello, Ava. I've missed you somewhere before in all the mess of the game broke, the stream broke, and all that stuff. Okay, let's go outside and see what the glow is about. Town square. Okay, something's glowing in the distance.
There's something in the water.
What is it?
I don't know. But whatever it is the source of the green light.
Okay. Well, is it just the submarine? Right? Like, it just appeared from under the water. Could be a sea monster, but who knows? Wait, what is this, like, thing near us? Like, someone standing on a serpent?
A large stone statue on top of a fountain.
It looks like a fisherman wrestling with some kind of dragon.
It says right here, the silkworm serpent.
It can't be a serpent. It has legs.
Right?
Okay, we're gonna be arguing about what serpents are. But yes, does that mean that this town is the town that the guy who wrote the book is from? Because I think they mentioned the same name.
It's a billboard for a theater.
Baroness Fortuna presents Fortuna Hall. Performing tonight, Waylon Wolf.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah, we didn't come all this way to go to the theater. Also, the sign is several years old.
Tonight, but back in the day.
Another abandoned building. Mr. Gripp's Emporium.
What do you think they sell?
Currently? Nothing.
Good observation, Sally. She's always helpful. Don't remember the Tangle Tower lore? I mean, I don't think it's gonna be related to this. Like, I don't think the cases are gonna go together. Obviously, the characters are here, but all you need to know about them that he's kind of silly and she's kind of emo, I guess. And they're totally serious detectives that are not gonna do any silly things while investigating a case. Let's check out the light.
A submarine. I think I can see someone standing on the deck.
Maybe we should go take a look.
Okay, well, let's board it. Since that's where our murder is. Okay. So it used to be Seafoam, but now it's Mortuga. What the hell is this?
An old wooden boy.
Wooden? It looks like it's fleshy and it has eyes.
With a face.
Yeah, exactly. It's chained to the deck of the Mortuga submarine. There's a faint green glow in its eyes. Exactly, you're telling me it's wooden? It has eyes. And hair and a weird mouth. I don't believe you, it's just a wooden boy. Yes, stares into my soul as well. Exactly. Okay, but right now...
This is where the green light was coming from. I noticed it started to fade as soon as we stepped onto the deck.
So it's a boy that doubles as a lighthouse?
Are we sure this isn't some eldritch album? No, we're not sure, right? We're very specifically not sure. This thing was calling to us.
The opposite, really. A lighthouse warns you to stay away. But this thing lured us in.
It's like, you know, anglerfish where they have that dangly bit that's supposed to attract the smaller fish that it's gonna eat. This is what it's doing to us. It's attracting us to eat us.
An old rowing boat.
Or
what?
Or it only has one oar.
Oh!
It only has one oar. That is true.
So this is the Mortuga submarine.
According to the case file, yeah.
And Mortuga is...
He was the captain. Now he's the murder victim.
Okay, so where's the new captain?
Good question. There's nobody here.
The door's open, though. Somebody must have opened it after the submarine surfaced.
Does that constitute an invitation?
Sure, let's go in. Let's do our important detective work.
Ready, Sally?
See if there's any ghosts. Ghosts or sea monsters?
What did you say?
Huh?
I didn't understand what you said.
I didn't say anything.
Oh. Weird.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm not scared. Are you scared? Parlor. That's an interesting room to have on a submarine.
What's at the bottom of the ladder?
I can't see. It's pitch black.
Should we go back up?
Wait, I think there's a lever.
Okay. Yes, so there's a parlor and there's a giant furnace. And this is totally normal submarine. Nothing strange here. Nothing to worry about.
I guess this is what lights up the room when you pull the switch.
I wonder what they burned to make it pink.
Don't ask. Chandelier on a submarine. Yep.
There's an old-fashioned speaker mounted on the wall. It's playing spooky music.
Crystal says it's a submarine-shaped manor. I mean, kinda looks like it, to be honest, considering all of the decor and the interior. I would say probably.
It's the kind of music you'd hear at a fancy party for vampires.
I hear it.
Okay, so the music is actually coming from the speakers. It's not just like a music we hear.
But the vampires are all wearing masks, and there's one guy who's secretly not a vampire, and
Sally.
Sally's off on her fanfic adventure journey.
Whoa.
What is that?
It's a big painting. Hair. A large painting of some unknown being. It's set in an ornate wood frame. The brass plaque displays a single word. Hair. Unusually, it has been set directly onto the painting. Yes, normally you put those things like at the bottom, under the frame, or on the frame, not in the thing. Okay, but yeah, it looks like it's got a face, and then it just has like this long hair or long body underneath it. Just kind of giant creature with a face at the end. Sally reads some fun novels. If we're lucky, perhaps she'll share her reading list. Yeah, maybe she will. Anything on the back? Yes, there is something on the back. Like some sort of crest. And either symbols or the number 88. I'm not sure.
It's like an old-fashioned drawing room.
I don't see any drawings.
It's short for withdrawing. As in, you withdraw there after dinner.
Really? Does that what drawing room means?
I actually never knew that.
Clearly, I'm not up on all my manor knowledge.
The candles are actually lit. Some of them, anyway.
I'm guessing this place hasn't booked its quarterly fire safety inspection.
I think the nameplate was put there to hide something. Maybe. Possible. There's a note on this door.
I think this door leads into the control room.
I want to go into the control room.
Well,
It's locked.
you can't. It's locked.
And well, we can look at the note.
It's taped up on the other side of the door.
You don't need to come in here. The crime scene is one floor down at the very back of the submarine. Captain Seafoam.
Thanks for the directions, I guess.
Do you get the sense that the captain is hiding from us?
Why would they do that?
I mean, they left the front door open, and then a note saying, go over there, like they don't want to see us. Yeah, it's very strange. Like, why do they not want to see us? Why are they just like, oh yeah, I'll just leave you a note about how to get there.
It's like an old-fashioned drawing room.
I don't see
Okay,
any drawings.
that
It's
just
short for
talks about
withdrawing.
the room.
I actually never knew that.
But someone was here drinking something.
A glass of wine.
Ominously left half finished.
Maybe the wine was corked.
Ominously corked.
Ominously corked. And there's like paintings on the wall.
What's in the frames?
They're just ocean landscapes.
Should we go to the next room then, since they told us we need to go down into the back? Well, maybe he wants the murder investigated, but he doesn't like people, so he's like, could you like, do this yourself? Yeah, we've got cards, we've got some weird serpent-shaped pipe.
It's a big metal statue of a serpent.
It has legs, it can't be a serpent.
There's a cabinet built into it, but I think it's locked.
Okay, I think we've got a puzzle. Rotate the fold dials into the correct arrangement. Okay, but what is the correct arrangement? Ah, we've got some shapes that appear when we rotate this. But what shapes? Like, do we want them to overlap each other in some way? Oh, maybe it's based on the numbers? Because, like, we have 3. But do we have a 9-sided shape? The captain is a suspect due to existing. We have no reason to rule them out yet. Exactly. Right now, everyone's a suspect. Okay, so we have 3 shapes on each. The captain is absolutely a sea creature. It is possible. It is possible for sure. Okay, so we got a triangle, a square, and a pentacle. Which doesn't work with just like matching shapes to the amount of like to the numbers that are in here. Okay, and each of them has that stuff. We could add potentially. I mean, if you murdered someone, would you invite the very best detectives to look into the murder? I mean, it has happened before with various cases, right? Where they're like, haha, I will invite the smart detective, but then I will mislead them. So if they clear me, then everything will be fine. Right? So, okay. Well, I think that 3 goes with the triangle then. But we need, for the 9, we need more. Like the pentagon and the square would do it. And then, if so, for the 7 we already get a square, but we still need a triangle. But then, okay, because for the square we need, for the 4 we do need a square. Ah, okay, so in that case, we will get the pentagon here, so we need to add a square from this side. Yes?
I did it.
We did it! Okay.
Good job.
The little cabinet opened.
Anything in there?
A brown glass bottle containing 3 varieties of tablets. Okay, we've got some different pills. You shouldn't be mixing your pills, you know? Whose is it? And it just says sun. Is this your vitamin D because you live underwater? Joran's cat managed to escape outside. Counted your cats again. Cats. What are they like? Yeah, 3 varieties in the same bottle. Like, how are you gonna get the right ones? Get a med organizer, like a normal old person, you know? Yeah, I mean, with all of the heat we've been having here on and off, like, we've been sometimes keeping the door to the garden open, and Firefly is always like, I must escape. The wilderness calls me, even though she is absolutely useless outside. Like, she's managed to get outside a couple times and then returned, like, scared of everything in existence. Because she would not survive out there by herself. And yet she continues trying. Like, you know, she's learned nothing. Yeah, she was being cute at the start of the stream. Actually, she's back to sleeping on the shelf. But now I'm like afraid to change anything on the stream in case it will crash. Let me see. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Ah. There we go. It's not Firefly's fault that there are horrible gigantic predatory plants out there. I mean, it's mostly not her fault that there are cars outside and they're very scary. Like, I think... Entire screen turned black. Okay, I think it's just because the game, like, hides itself completely if I click away, so it may have been just that, but hopefully it's all working. Like, I think that one time she got out, she came back, and then anytime there was like a larger truck outside or anything, she would like run away and hide, so I assume she's gonna run in with a large vehicle at some point. But yes, this is why I'm not keen on letting her run outside.
I guess this is the mess hall.
It is kind of a mess, yeah.
Definitely a mess.
Playing cards.
Looks like someone got dealt a bad hand.
Oh, really?
I have no idea. I just thought that would sound cool.
They've got crayons?
A little pot with a red crayon and a blue crayon.
You're not going to pick it up?
No?
$10 says this turns out to be an important clue.
You're on.
Okay, yes. Are the crayons an important clue? This lamp, wasn't there like a weird nautical lamp in the other game? I'm trying to remember. In the father's bedroom, it feels like he had some sort of lamp that looked like this.
Pufferfish lamp.
A timeless classic.
This looks like dead coral.
Is coral ever alive?
Coral are marine animals, dude.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Shouldn't be murdering them.
A wooden chandelier.
It seems like having like open flames on a submarine is just a bad idea.
Pots and pans for cooking. A picture of a fish.
Delightful.
Very important. Okay, so nothing here right now, so I guess we continue moving to the back of the submarine. Illusion Theater. Okay, we've got a bloodstain, we've got some broken purple vial, and we've got the cauldron that is open.
A trail of blood. Looks like it came from the wound in Mortuga's neck. It runs straight down the room towards the back of the submarine.
No, it doesn't. Not immediately. It pulls out first, then changes its mind.
Yes, such commentary. But again, like, I know it's a submarine and not a boat, but like, again, because it's in the water, you would expect like shifts in movement, right? So yes, it could have pulled at first, but then the boat moved, and then it started moving towards that side. There's also something that looks like claw marks in the cauldron.
There's a little broken bottle on the floor.
I'm guessing Mortuga dropped this when he died.
Okay, we've got a bottle with like liquids. A small glass bottle found smashed on the floor in the Illusion Theater. The spilled purple liquid has a subtle botanical scent. The small paper label is marked with simple picture of a moon. Okay. They've got a moon inside. The pill bottle had a sun. Right? So there was a sun here, and there's a moon on this, so they might be connected. Yeah, sun and moon vials, exactly.
There's a cloth hanging up on the wall.
A ragged square of thick sailcloth found hanging up on the wall in the Illusion Theater. The stargazing girl. Okay. I was like, yeah, what are those splotches? But I guess it's just this writing bleeding through to the other side. Mermaids? Well, with mermaids? Oh yes, please. Please let there be mermaids. I would love that.
Someone's hung up a banner with the words Illusion Theater painted on it.
Imagine like if you were a mermaid and then like randomly you're walking down the street and suddenly whatever happens to mermaids hits you and you're just there on the sidewalk, just flopping with your tail, trying to flop your way to the nearest body of water. At least when you're a werewolf you get to run away into the forest.
What's the illusion, I wonder?
You know, I think this room's had some kind of rebranding.
Rebranding from what? What was it before?
Possibly nothing. A small room like this wouldn't normally have a name at all.
Yes, why is it the Illusion Theater? What sort of illusions were there happening in here?
The stool's been knocked over.
Doesn't it look familiar to you?
Sally, it's a standard wooden stool. I don't...
Yes, where is the stool from? Did we see stools like this in the mess hall? I mean, I don't know right now, but later we should keep an eye out. Imagine swimming around the sea and then the moon rises and you suddenly start paddling directly to the shore. Looks like a bathroom. I mean, kinda. This could be a weird, spooky bath. When you put it that way, it reminded me of someone who turns into a maid instead of a mermaid during a full moon. Okay, what books are you reading? So we've got a poster and then there's a hole in the wall.
Someone's taped a drawing to the wall,
A sudden urge to clean.
although it's upside down for some reason.
I think it's supposed to be a poster.
Okay. So in the bag there is Lady of the Looking Glass, unfathomable, beyond anything I can imagine, inconceivable, I don't know how to believe anymore. Yeah, book ticket at Fortuna Hall. Okay. Yeah, Silkworm on the Sea, that's the town. Baroness Fortuna presents. Okay, title here, Illusion Theater. Okay, so were they like doing some plays? That's someone sitting in that weird cauldron bathtub. And then there is a being and a scythe. Yeah, title here, Illusion Theater. Yes, I mean, okay. The fact that it's Fortuna Hall and Silkworm on Sea, and the book is written by a guy from Silkworm on Sea, it all seems to be connected, right? Like, as people said at the start, like, this book seems like it's gonna come back. Hanging out with death, as you do. Yep. Okay, what's the hole for?
There's a wooden panel on the wall here.
Can you see anything through that little hole?
No, it's too dark.
Okay, well, but something's there. Something might be on the other side. Okay, well, let's look into the bathtub.
And this is the cauldron?
Not quite what I was expecting.
An ancient-looking stone cauldron. It was found in the Illusion Theater in the front of Mortuga's body. The glittering interior of the cauldron is marked with several deep scratches. The exterior is spotted with algae and barnacles. Okay, so this is something basically they found in the sea and it was closed, right? They said that the thing was locked before and he's opened it and he's released whatever was scratching inside of the cauldron, and that's how he died, right? There was a very scratchy creature inside of it. So, presumably a cat of some sort. A sea cat. Whatever those are. And yeah, we can shut it. Okay, it has some sort of indentation that looks like a cog, so potentially the cog was used to open it.
The case file said it had never been unlocked before.
If only people just follow the simple rules of the world. Do not open the cursed, clearly sealed cauldron. Yes. If only people knew not to do that.
So, this is where Magnus Mortuga died. It's just like the case file said. He landed on his back with the cauldron at his feet.
He was killed by getting cut across the neck, right?
Yeah, you can see that's where the blood came from.
But there's no weapon, no knife or anything.
Yeah, because the cauldron cat did it.
Nothing.
This place gives me the creeps. That cauldron especially. I keep staring into it like I'm going to see something, but it really does seem to be empty.
To quote from the case file, Mortuga had locked himself in the room. It was later forced open, and the body was discovered.
So Mortuga was alone in a locked room. A very small locked room. There really isn't anywhere for a murderer to hide.
I'm not so sure. I think there is a hiding place.
Okay. We're doing some thinking. So something. Removed, killed, locked, replaced, unlocked, removed, killed. And was killed by what was inside. And was killed by the person inside and hit something inside in order to frame somebody else. I mean, it feels like he opened the cauldron, right? He unlocked the cauldron and was killed by what was inside.
Magnus Mortuga unlocked the cauldron and was killed by what was inside.
I really don't think a person would fit in that cauldron.
Doesn't
And
have
didn't
to be
he
a
say it
person.
had never been unlocked before. If that's true, There couldn't have been anyone in there.
Right, I agree. I don't think it was a person.
Then what?
I don't know. But you have to wonder why it was kept locked in the first place. I'm guessing there was something pretty bad in there.
Look, Mortuga died from a cut across his neck, not from some vague paranormal entity. Unless you're suggesting it was a vague paranormal entity with a knife?
Did you get a good look at the inside of the cauldron? There was something I noticed.
Yeah, the scratch marks. But yes, it's like, it was just a very pissed off meerkat, right? Yeah, mommy vampire is something that can sleep very long. Exactly, like you have your choice of supernatural creatures and things like that. Yes, I noticed the scratches inside the cauldron. There we go. I guess we just have to point this at the scratches.
The scratch marks.
Yeah, it's a Mermaid or a werewolf cat maid. Chapter 1, The Curse in the Cauldron. Okay, well, I guess we don't get to see about the hole yet.
Someone's hung up a curtain here. It's tied to the wall right now, but looks like it could be drawn across the middle of the room.
No, like a theater curtain. Finally, something to justify the name of the room.
Okay, so yes, they have a theater curtain here. The submarine has a derpy face. Well, we have to find where the chair is from. So let's see. Is it from the mess hall? I mean, there are stools here, but they're not like with upholstery on top. They're just wooden. Is it from...
We can't go outside right now.
Is it from the place we stayed at, the inn? Right, where there's stools
The
like
stool's been
they're
knocked over.
Doesn't it
dead.
look familiar to you?
Sally, it's a standard wooden stool. I don't...
Yeah, is it from the inn? Yeah, it looks like they were upholstered stools in there.
It looks exactly like the bar stools in the Stone Top Inn.
Okay. But that just makes them go. Silence. Okay, well, let's see. We can explore the other rooms, like what's here in between the theater and the mess hall. Child's room? They've got children on this submarine? And I also got that person from the poster, or like a picture of them.
An eerie painting of a girl standing in the woods. It is just a painting, right?
Also staring into our soul.
Sure. Maybe. No. Maybe.
Okay. Well, she may pop up at some point. A magical
walking stick.
cane.
Standing up by itself.
Is there a hole in the wall perhaps connected to the theater room?
I think it's part of an illusion.
What illusion?
Invisible man, maybe?
I don't see it.
Like, it would have to be behind, like on the wall, maybe behind the pictures or behind the crates. She's blinking. She is absolutely blinking.
An eerie painting of a girl. It is just a painting.
Sure. Maybe. No. Maybe.
Yeah, we have to get her to come out of the painting. Seahorse rocking chair, yeah. Pretty good.
It's a seahorse rocking horse. Oh, can I ride it?
I don't know. Are you a small Victorian child?
Does one have to be a small Victorian child to enjoy such things?
Yes.
Come on, we want to see Sally ride the rocking horse. Let's do it.
It's a magic vanishing cabinet.
I think it's just a wardrobe. Let's take a look inside. Oh, it's empty.
Vanished.
Vanished. The clothes have vanished.
It's a wooden chest.
What's all this stuff on the top?
Puzzles? We've got puzzles. Okay, well, we've got drag the 6 cards and 4 glass lenses into the correct arrangement. Okay, so we can magnify certain things. Jennifer and Margaret gaze jealously at Patricia, whose doll is neither too large nor too small. Okay, so we've got 2 people. Jennifer and Margaret. Like, are all those cards the same? Mostly. Like, they just have slightly different edges, but I think the people are the same. So Jennifer and Margaret gaze jealously, so we have to, like, zoom in on the things that are mentioned. They gaze at Patricia, whose doll is neither too large nor too small. I guess the cards go on top of them. Okay, so I guess one of them has a large doll, and one of them has a small doll. Okay, because some of them make things smaller. The blown up faces, yeah. So yeah, we can put them like this, where they have heads. Okay, because the different lenses have different magnification. So yeah, this doll that makes it large. And she's got a normal doll. And then they're like staring at her with their giant faces. And one has a doll that's too big and one has a doll that's too small.
Nope.
First things first, we need to make sense of that clue written on the box.
Right. Surely it's the key to knowing where to put everything else.
I mean, I thought that's what I was doing. Okay, because yeah, this is different size, but then it feels like we want to make the doll like the biggest thing. We need to move it so they're looking towards, yeah, maybe, yeah, we're using it to like make them look to the side rather than just look bigger. Yeah, it looks so silly. Yeah, I think that gives it better perspective.
Hey!
Okay, just needed to adjust them a little bit.
I'm impressed.
It opened.
What's in there?
What is in there? Oh, a glass eyeball. Yeah, it looks amazing. A strange glass eye found in the child's room. It smells musty and unpleasant. There's something in the back. Can I touch it? It makes a sound when I touch it. But yes. What is it? We can't inspect. Well, we should remember that for later in case we need to take something out. Yeah, it smells. It's a stinky fisheye.
The lamp fell over.
Coin-operated glass eye.
Wow, you really are a detective.
She's so snarky, I love her.
It's a model submarine.
I think it's a doll's house.
Oh yes, because of course, they're on a submarine, so they have a submarine dollhouse, right? You wouldn't have anything else.
Anyone important in those photos?
I don't think so.
Good.
Fishies.
An old-fashioned child's room with an ocean theme.
Currently being used as a magician's workshop.
Hey look, Sally. It's a giant dice.
Die.
Die, exactly. Die.
What did I do?
Rich people love miniature houses of their homes. Yeah, like classic, you know. Here's a miniature version of the manor we're living in. Totally not haunted.
Magician boxes.
What's in the
A page
newspaper?
ripped out of a newspaper.
Lady of the Looking Glass enchants audience. Yeah, that's who's on that painting, just blinking at us. Single page from newspaper found in the child's room. Lady of the Looking Glass enchants audience. Theater review by James Dusk. The young illusionist, who goes by Symmetry's Silk Moth, because why not, begins the show with her signature act, in which she somehow holds parlance with her own reflection in a large and thick mirror. The two Miss Symmetries, who seem to move independently of one another, speak upon their morbid anxieties and intrusive thoughts, which transpires from the themes of the show at large. Even though I have my theories about how the trick is achieved, to a less cynical eye it would present as thoroughly convincing spectacle. The mysterious Miss Silkmoth rounds off her performance with a surprisingly comedic set piece in which she attempts to communicate with her departed Uncle Gregory, who appears as an apparition within a crystal ball. However, it doesn't go to plan, and the audience laugh as Symmetry is put on hold in her disastrous attempt to telephone the afterlife. Overall, the show is a triumph, a brush with mysticism that stays with you long after the final bow. And Goddard grips, nautical and aeronautical precision measurements and navigation instruments, Drummond shipyard, rigging, reefing, restoring repairs, the Stonto Inn, ales, wine, food. I can hear her blinking. Daily fishing trips, speak to Harbour Master Sylvia Seafoam. Okay, is she related to Captain Seafoam? Because we need to speak to you. The Silkworm Spectator, editor, Mr. T.W. Ibis. Okay, that's who the book was dedicated to. Again, everything is connected to the book. Catch of the day, mysterious sea serpent, hold ashore. It's the same serpent that was on the fountain. So again, we're back to the whole sea serpent with legs. 3 a.m., the witching hour, and the moon is out. Dearest Selena creaks into port. Its once cheerful frame now seems burdened, heavy. It has a secret. A moment passes. What's this? Something is hauled up onto the slick rocks beside the old Silkworm Harbor. A body, a creature, its eyes are closed. No, wait, look again, it has no eyes. A serpent of a sort. But it has arms, so a dragon? No, that doesn't seem right. Serpent it is then. Yeah, they did haul something out of the sea that potentially they were not supposed to be hauling out of the sea. If I remember Tangle Tower correctly, there was a society of monster hunters collectors. Yes, there was, right? Some of them were in, like, Adventure Guild or something. So, that might be coming back. Okay, why are you blinking at me? Stop blinking.
A set of wooden drawers.
Okay, well, if there is a hole in this room, they have not found it yet. We can't move any of the furniture.
Is this your card?
No.
Ah.
Okay, well, we may have to return later to speak to the painting. Okay, where else can we go? Couple rooms are locked, but otherwise we can explore. I guess there is something to do here. There is a magnifying glass on here. Ah, there's now a pair of eyes in the door, also blinking. Why is everyone blinking at me?
Who solved the crime?
We're doing it.
Did you talk to Sim yet?
Sim?
Sim! Symmetry!
No, she refuses to stop blinking.
Where is she?
She'll be in the room nearest the Illusion Theater.
The child's room? The one with that weird painting? We checked in there.
Yeah, no, there's no weird painting in that room. Just a weird girl. Tell her to knock it off and start taking this seriously.
I knew it.
Okay, who are you though? You're just a pair of eyes blinking at us.
Who solved the crime?
We're doing it.
Well, now that you're telling me, I don't want it anymore.
Did you talk to
Sim?
Sim?
Where is
She'll
she?
be in the room.
Child's We checked in there.
Yeah, tell her to knock
I
it off.
knew it.
Okay, well, we gotta go and convince her to stop being silly. Hey.
Alas, I am outwitted. My paltry facade undone.
I mean, yeah, I could see you blinking.
I could hear you blinking.
We could hear you breathing a little bit too. Sorry.
Bound are we by limitation of the flesh.
Your Symmetry, is that right?
Symmetry Silkmoth, illusionist. And you? Are you not detectives both, in service to the captain?
Pretty much, yeah.
And should thou find me guilty, what punishment awaits?
We don't really plan that far ahead, to be honest.
Will we find you guilty?
My heart is burdened heavy, true, but not from murderer's guilt.
Okay, glad to hear it.
Technically, she just said she isn't feeling guilty. She didn't say she wasn't guilty.
Okay, well, hello then. Yes, she's got a bit of a weird speech pattern. So, tell us about yourself. Two girls act about talking to yourself in the mirror. They are twins, calling it out. I mean, that would probably explain that, right?
So you're an illusionist. What kind of tricks do you do?
My magic act is theatre-born and played upon a stage.
Oh, like with big props? Smoke and mirrors kind of stuff?
Smoke and mirror, crate and cage, doors and doubles both.
How long have you been doing it?
Since approximate 12. I'm now approximate 18.
Approximate?
My sum of years I cannot say. Time hath kept no count.
Oh, okay.
Do you only do big stage magic? You don't, by any chance, do any close-up stuff?
Grimoire, she's not here to perform for you.
Cast thine eyes upon this card. On its back an image clear, a duck or rabbit's form. Think hard and choose with steady mind, and I'll predict the course of fate.
But yes, I mean, she admits to using doubles, right? So, could be twins. Think of a duck. Is it one of those pictures that it's a rabbit or a duck, depending on which way you turn it?
Okay, I'm thinking about it.
That's the trick. Sorry, but this is like the most basic optical illusion. There'll be a drawing that looks like a duck or a rabbit, depending on how you interpret it.
Yeah, there we go. Sally's got it.
What does it say?
That's the trick. Sorry, but this is like the most basic optical illusion. There'll be a drawing.
Okay, I get it. Very good. Well done.
Okay. She got us there. She got us really good. Well, tell us about the submarine.
Is this your bedroom?
My chamber shared with Cynthia Fair. Take a left down the hall.
Oh, so this room is, what exactly?
My place of toil.
And what are you toiling on?
Many a thing, all a manner of things.
Keeping busy, huh?
I must remain of some use, lest I should become useless.
What would happen then?
Surely I'll be tossed into the sea, where I will promptly perish.
Uh,
Thereupon my listless form becomes a meal for a passing sea turtle.
Symmetry.
But oh, the turtle finds me scant sustenance, and he too will perish, and we'll both be dead forever and ever.
Symmetry!
She's a bit dramatic, but I love her. She's amazing. I mean, I say that, but like, if the previous game is anything to go by, right? All of their characters are pretty fun and animated. What were you doing on the night of the murder?
Scene opens. Submarine, interior. Symmetry lies awake in bed.
We're really doing it like this.
She is restless, wrought with guilt.
Guilt about what?
A sudden movement of the submarine wakes Cynthia. Cynthia, noticing Symmetry. Oh, you were already awake. What is wrong? The two young women briefly talk to one another.
Not gonna give us that bit?
Cynthia, getting up. Oh, I must go and inspect the control room. Exit Cynthia. Symmetry lays in bed a little longer. Symmetry, getting up. Oh, I must return to the Illusion Theatre. I cannot bear it.
Return?
The Illusion Theatre. The door is already open. Symmetry sees Captain Mortuga laying dead on the ground. She screams. She also sees a large face passing by the window.
What? A face
Hair.
outside the submarine.
It was hair.
Enter Dansome and Worman. Dansome. Oh, my dude, this is crazy. Worman says nothing. Enter Madame Tadpole. In her wake, Mr. Gripp, Cynthia, and Mariana. And after a short while, Dr. Zephyr. Madame Tadpole taking charge. Oh, which one of you is the murderer? Tell me now so that ye may be punished appropriately.
I'm sure that's exactly what she said.
Exit Cynthia and Symmetry. Cynthia, visibly nervous. Oh, but who will become captain now? Symmetry, pondering. Oh, Do you think Mortuga wrote a will?
Not a bad question.
The two young women attempt to enter the captain's cabin, but the door is locked. They decide to visit the control room instead. Cynthia is now moving with urgency, and Symmetry is lagging behind. Cynthia emerges from the control room. She is holding several sheets of paper and the captain's logbook. Cynthia goes down the ladder. Symmetry follows behind. Outside Woman's bunk room, Symmetry noticing a piece of paper on the ground. Oh, surely this was dropped by Woman, as it is from his typewriter. I shall return it to whence it came. She places the paper back into the typewriter. Symmetry returns to her bedroom. Scene ends.
Okay, we've got the theatrical description of everything that happens, but yes. So she claims when they got to the theater, the door was already open, and then they were running all around the ship. And yeah, Weirman, the guy who writes the book, he's here. He's here, and there was a piece of paper in front of his room. But the cauldron was just locked. Well, they said the captain died in a locked room, right? That no one was there with him and he died. And also that the cauldron used to be locked and now it's unlocked. Okay, so there's the suspicion thing, but right now we don't have any suspicion about her. So we can ask her about other people or we can ask her about clues. So tell us about Magnus.
Like jagged face of coastal cliff, cut coarse by storms and swells of life long spent. Sleep a scant solace, bedevilled by a dream dug deep in folds of ever-furrowed brow. His broad form stood, once ox-strong and stout, now more malediction than man. Doomed to dwell down in the dark, the once light of a life once lived, now too luminous to look upon. Magnus Mortuga, number 1, the turning wheel.
Okay, so you're telling me he was old and tired? Is that what I'm supposed to take from this? Turning wheel. A change of fate?
A change of fate?
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't read cards. Tell me about yourself.
You look kind of pale. Are you getting enough to eat?
Alas, by flesh and frame and bone and blood I set but little store.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what do you set store by?
Oh, like, what are my interests?
Yeah.
Enwrapped, enthralled, of cloth dolls, of effigies, of twins.
Okay, sure.
Of glass and gleam, of mirrored eyes, of phantoms falsely cast.
Fine. Mirrors, okay.
Oh! Of what if aught doth lay beyond this fleeting form of flesh?
Huh.
Symmetry Silk Moth, number 4, the unblinking eye.
Okay. Yes, she likes mirrors and tricks and thinking about what happens to you after you die. The unblinking eye. Obsession? Resolve?
Resolve?
I presume whatever we say, she's just like, does that reaction of, I'm not gonna tell you anything. Healthy hobbies for a healthy child. Yep, nothing to worry about here. You wanna tell me about your magic show?
Sim, look, it's you.
Oh, long faded yesteryear. I'm shocked you knew that she was me.
Yeah, I'm not sure you're old enough to say yesteryear in any context.
From the review, it sounds like your old magic show is pretty good.
I filled the house up every night.
So why'd you give it up?
There were other things I wished to learn. Things not found upon that stage.
Like, what? What made you quit the magic show and live on a submarine with a bunch of weirdos? And why do you have a weird glass eyeball?
Care to explain what this is?
Nay,
Do you know what it is?
I.
I'm not sure if that was a pun or not.
Where'd you find it?
In the parlor, on the floor.
So someone dropped it?
Someone's
So
missing
it
an
would
eye.
seem.
Someone is missing their coin-operated glass eye.
This cauldron to Mortuga held deep worth, it seemed to me. When speaking of its somber form, his words were most severe.
What did he say about it?
Lay not thy hand upon its lid, lest thou be bound to ceaseless sorrow.
Is that a direct quote?
He just said, like, don't touch it. Right? He's like, do not touch my cauldron, because it is my... And it's where I keep my mermaid cat werewolf. And she's like all dramatic about it. Is that your poster?
You drew this sim?
I did.
And you hung it up on the wall? In the Illusion Theater?
I fully meant to take it down, but never had the chance.
What is it exactly?
Imprudent plans gone swift astray.
Plans for a new magic act?
Why'd you hang it upside down?
Upside down?
Yeah, I thought maybe it was part of some kind of trick or an illusion.
I didn't hang it upside down. I hung it right side up.
Really?
Okay, so did someone turn it, or is the upside down design how you wanted it to be? Yeah, she's awesome. She's super funny.
What's this?
How should I know?
It was hung up on the wall in the Illusion Theater.
So?
So, we
thought maybe you were the stargazing girl.
I am Symmetry Silk
Yeah, did we think that?
Yeah, I know. I'm not contesting that. Never mind.
Yes, I'm like, why would she be the stargazing girl? She already got a stage name. Know anything about those vials?
What is it?
I do not know and dare not guess.
Ah, come on. One little guess.
It's not my place to muse upon the things in Chamber Dream.
In Chamber Dream. The sun tablets?
Why would someone bring along a bottled form of sun?
Sunlight's good for you. Vitamin D, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
What does it do?
All kinds of stuff.
If you don't get enough, it makes you sad. You know how people tend to be happier in summer and sadder in winter?
Silkworm sun is scantly seen, even in a summer sky.
I swear, sometimes she just gets lucky with the alliteration.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if you live on a submarine, I would have thought you're gonna need some vitamin D tablets, right? Not a lot of sun there. What about hair? Yeah, I mean, lots of people are vitamin D deficient, like, living in the UK, apparently we don't get enough sun. Gotta take them tablets.
I find it hard to look away. Her flicker flame doth draw me in, and I am merest moth.
What is it? Some kind of monster from the bottom of the ocean?
No, not of the sea. She's of an even darker place.
Even darker place than the bottom of the ocean. Hello, welcome. Turtle, is that okay? That seems appropriate for our nautically themed game and stream.
The fate awaiting guilty hearts once they are condemned.
What? You get turned into a weird little wooden goblin head?
Nay, bound in chains upon the deck and pulled along beside the ship.
Oh, jeez.
She's not serious.
Or is
I
she?
don't think.
Or is she? And then you turn into a little weird wooden boy with screaming face and piercing eyes.
The letter in fair Cynthia's hand, a plan devised by her and her alone.
The plan being...
Why, to hire a sleuth to seek the truth.
That's us. Couple of sleuths seeking the truth.
I implore, unravel swift this tangled tale, and name the knave ere further harm befall.
Further harm befall who?
With former captain slain, I feared the new be target too.
Well, depends. Are they gonna upset the mermaid cat?
Oh, I'm reading this myself.
Oh, cool. Hey, did you like the bit where...
I am but midway through. Prithee, spoil it not.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, Sally. What do you mean, like, you're just gonna drop spoilers before you asked her if she's finished? You don't do that to people. Careful there. Okay. Well, we've asked her about everything we've got so far, so it's time to go and explore some other rooms. So we've got another one that's open here. Okay, it's still telling us to go back to the parlor. So can we speak to you again?
You spoke with Sim?
Yeah.
And?
I'm not about to declare her innocent right here, right now, if that's what you were hoping for.
Aw, come on! Do it!
We haven't even spoken to all the suspects yet.
Oh, which ones are you missing?
I mean, almost everyone, right? We've only proper spoke to one person.
You. Open the door, Cynthia.
Did she open the door? Can we go in
Looks
now?
like she unlocked the door.
Finally.
Okay, let's go inside then. Let's meet Cynthia and see what kind of person she is. Control room. Okay, well, let's inspect. Someone's like doing some sort of cut-out job here.
There's even an arts and crafts table.
It's a normal table.
Currently being used for arts and crafts.
Scrapbooking. Submarine blueprint. It's a blueprint and they're like rearranging the rooms on the blueprint. Are we back in blueprints? Strange blueprint found in the control room. The title reads the Mortuga Submarine. Okay, yes, the name's been replaced, the various parts been replaced. What are you doing here? Yeah, blueprint you say? I do say. Here we've got the wheel.
Oh, the ship's wheel.
Don't touch it.
I won't.
That was not convincing.
Let's go touch it. A ship's wheel found in the control room. Okay, yeah. That's what I would expect to find it. They've got a computer.
Can we look at the control panel?
If you promise not to press any of the buttons.
I am pressing every single button I can see.
I will make no such promise.
Okay, we've got some post-its, readouts, some sort of plug.
It's a kind of waveform.
I think this is for listening to the ocean.
What are they expecting to hear?
Hair. They expecting to hear hair.
Looks like something's missing here. Something with 3 small holes.
Bowling ball? Coconut?
Sally.
It's a depth meter. Shows how deep we are.
Grimoire. If you had a depth meter, it would say 0.
Wow, the burns.
Whew. Wow. Proud of that one? It's an electrical switchboard.
Something's bound to happen if we mess around. If we carefully and sensibly interact with this precision equipment.
Yes, let's interact with the precision equipment. Swap the 6 colored plugs into the correct sockets. Okay, so it's making paths. We have to make the things connect with the right things. Okay. Sally's such a loose cannon, pressing all the buttons, turning steering wheels, pulling levers. Yes, she's basically like the vessel for the player, because of course, as a player, you want to touch all the things and do all the stuff, right? So, I approve of Sally. Is there a suitable space for a secret room in the submarine? I mean, I would think submarines are plenty spaces for secret rooms, right? Who knows what's hiding where? Okay, so what? Do we need to make a path from blue to blue? Does that work? Because, like, we would have to go across all the way. Because, like, this is here, and this is here. Okay, so it displays in both places the added things. Yes, Sally's great. So it does that. Oh, yes, you're right. There is a picture here. But then what is the meaning? Oh, does it just show us where the colors will come out? So okay, so the red always goes into this square, the red triangle always go to this square. Okay, I'm beginning to see what it is. And the circle come out here and the squares come out here. Okay. I see now what we're doing, which means circle has to make a shape that does not cover up this side. But it covers the top and this side. Okay, so like doing this is fine and doing this is fine, right? It's fine to have those covered. But then at the bottom, we need to cover this and this. Okay, so the circle also has to cover the bottom, like this. So this is fine. And then with the red, we need to cover the top corner and maybe the middle line. So something needs to be across at the top. We could do like top and bottom, and then the other side goes to the sideline. So we get this. Then this is fine, but this is not fine. Okay, so the blue, it cannot have a top line at all. It has to have left and right, however. So this is fine. Then okay, then we don't have anywhere else to plug it that doesn't break our shape. It would be fine to plug it in here, but then we need to fix red to have left. It's allowed to have a left side and a bottom. So it competes with the blue for what it's using. Oh yeah, yeah, it's one of those games where it's like, where am I on this screen? Let me just push myself further. Okay, so hopefully, I mean, you can see from the colors, like at the top there is the red triangle, then the yellow circle, then blue square. So I'm not covering the shape. I apologize. Sometimes I forget to glance over to see what the coverage is. Okay. So yeah, the red and blue are competing to have something on the left side. So how many things we have that cover the left side? We have this one here, then this one has left and top, which is fine for red to have that. This is correct. And then blue, got this, this and this, this and this. Okay, so we're missing yellow across the top. So it has to be something across the top, but not on the left. Okay. And this is now the shape.
Got it.
Got it.
Nice work.
We've touched it very carefully.
Something unlocked.
The hatch opened.
The hatch opened.
It's a ring-bound book.
Captain's log. An old ring-bound logbook. It was locked in the hatch in the control panel. And they've got like something stamped, but then a mess. Coordinates, speed, something, like 1, 2, question mark, 0, depth, yeah, question mark. So something happened, right? They were having normal logs, and then at the end, question mark, like there is a mess in the thing. Captain Mortuga found dead, details unknown, crew is tumultuous, Captain Seafoam assumes command. Cynthia Seafoam. Coordinates, okay, this is all fine. James Dusk arrives on the submarine, and a man named Dirk Danson. Okay. A girl named Cynthia Seafoam contacted the submarine by radio from a rowing boat. Okay, so they like picked up the different people over time and they joined the ship. A woman named Madame Tadpole was found in the ocean. I assume we're going back in time here, right? Therefore invites a girl named Symmetry Silkmoth onto the submarine. Goddard Gripp rescued from hot air balloon accident. Okay, there was like a Gripp emporium in town. So, you know, I assume related. She was picked up in a rowing boat and was named Captain. I mean, it seems like it was basically a free-for-all after the captain died, and she was just like, I'm the captain now. She said it first. It's the rules of the sea. The Caraya Zephyr sets up his equipment in the infirmary. Final preparations before we take the submarine out for the first time. Why is Magnus' signature different each time? Because it's forged. Someone's been forging the signatures. Or he gets bored. One of the two. We will surely find out.
A radar? Maybe some kind of underwater imaging system?
Yes, we're detecting some things.
Either way, it's a machine that looks out into the ocean.
Yes, what is it detecting? What's under there?
A radar?
Either way, it's a machine
Okay.
that...
At some point it may print something.
It's a lever.
Pull it! Something came out.
A little card came out.
It's got a bunch of numbers printed on it.
Oh, I guess it shows the daily readings for the depth, the speedometer, and the heading. I wonder why you'd need that.
Insurance purposes, maybe?
Okay, so it like... That's what produces the
It's a ring-bound book.
log entries, right? Because, I mean, again, you can't see the card, but it's basically... It looked like a side of one of those. So they print it out of there, they write their notes, and they put it inside of this book. Yeah, it's different signature like a bunch of time, right? Like one is with like the lines over and under. One is with like the sword. Then the lines are, oh no, the lines are in different places. Is it a secret message? Because like different letters are underlined, overlined, or something like that. AGOA though. AU. AO. Okay, I mean it's not gonna make a word. RA, too many A's. AR. Yeah, things change, right? Sometimes the T is a sword, different letters are underlined, overlined. Yeah, the call of the mermaids. Okay, well, it may come back later. It may be something.
Don't touch that, please. It's behind glass for a reason. It is a garment of great historical significance and must be preserved.
What if we just look at it from a distance?
Fine.
Okay, let's look at it. An ornate jacket displayed on a wooden mannequin in the control room. We can't touch it as it's kept locked behind glass. But what if we were to remove the glass and just... Okay, so it has the S on the back and hair signature Seafoam. it had the same sort of...
Can we look at the control panel?
If you promise not to press.
I will make
No,
no such
that's
promise.
not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at our things. Hair signature in the captain's log. It has the same sort of S on it. She wears it as much as she possibly can, doesn't she? She wears it in front of mirrors, potentially. Like, she was locked in here just going, I look so dashing and beautiful in this jacket.
Down periscope.
Down periscope.
Okay, well, let's talk to her. See what she has to say. So what's on the back of the chair?
It's a throne.
It's not a throne.
Oh, well, what is it?
Well, it's, the captain's control chair.
There's a label taped to the back. Maybe it says what kind of chair it is.
That's not a label. It's a whole document.
Ooh, secret document. A typed document that was taped to the back of the captain's chair in the control room. There are 2 handwritten signatures at the bottom of the last page. Okay. Command contract. The contract represents an agreement between the 2 individuals in convention over the ownership and the command of the Mortuga submarine. For their own safety and privacy, these 2 people shall only be referred to as Party A and Party B. Previously, Party A has been considered the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine and thus its rightful commander. However, a recent development was exposed that Party B is in fact the legal owner of this vessel. This proves Party B is the rightful commander of the vessel and all its operations. Signed Magnus Mortuga Party A, signed Cynthia C for Party B. Okay, so in theory, this document proves that Cynthia Seafoam should own the vessel and be captain. And Magnus, you know, is basically just saying, yeah, I'm giving it to you. I have no issue with that fact. And too bad, Magnus is dead. So he can't tell us whether he truly agreed to this. Yes. His signature is available for everyone to copy, right? Not suspicious at all that this document is conveniently here, naming her the new owner and captain. What do you have to say
Hey,
for yourself?
So, thanks for finally letting us in.
You know, I have to say, that really was pretty unhelpful.
It is I, Cynthia Seafoam, fearless captain of the Mortuga submarine.
Hi, I'm Sally.
Aha! Then you must be Detective Grimoire,
Correct? Yes?
the world's greatest detective, here on my submarine.
The world's... No, I'm not the world's greatest. Just a detective.
She was probably talking about me.
Now I assume you've come to make your official report. Let's hear it. I'm a busy woman, you know.
Slow down there, Miss Seafoam. We just came in here to question you since you're one of the suspects.
But I hired you!
Yeah, no, that doesn't get you off the hook, I'm afraid.
What? Really? Ugh, this is so totally unfair.
See, she totally seems like the kind of person that would hire a detective to be like, see, I hired a detective, so it definitely wasn't me, right? Yes, there were 2 names on the submarine, but the Mortuga one was the one that was added. And then, I don't remember, maybe the Seafoam? We can go up on deck and see what the other name was after we talk to her.
So, how'd you end up as the new captain?
It's just the way it's meant to be. It's all above board, okay?
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't actually say anything.
Cynthia, what were you before you became captain? Do you have any credentials?
15 years experience as a nautical engineer and shipyard mechanic. Family business.
You don't look much older than 15 now.
I'm 18! Ugh!
How does an 18-year-old end up on a submarine?
With
I came by
15 years
rowing boat.
experience.
That's not really what I meant.
Wait, the rowing boat we saw up on the foredeck, that's yours?
Correct.
You should know, it's in bad shape, and it's missing an oar.
I'll add it to the list.
So how come you wanted to hire Grimoire?
Because there's a murderer in our ranks, and they must be rooted out.
So what do you want us to do exactly?
1, you will investigate and ascertain the identity of the killer. 2, you will return here and report your findings to me. 3, you go home.
3, you pay us. 4, we go home.
3, she pays us. 4, we go get ice cream. 5, we go home.
Deal.
Wait, I didn't...
Meeting adjourned.
Okay, well, that's the plan set for us. Definitely need to get ice cream.
Why did you want to come to the submarine in the first place? To become captain?
I sought an audience with Magnus Mortuga. I had things I wished to discuss with him.
Like what?
Matters of great importance. Affairs of great significance. Dealings of great...
She's not going to tell us.
Not yet. We'll get there.
How long have you been here, Cynthia?
I arrived a few weeks before Mr. Mormon and Mr. Jansen.
I'm assuming you don't live here in the control room. Where do you sleep?
Oh, well, Mortuga put me in the bunk room at the bow end of the ship. I share a room with Sim.
If you arrived before Dirk and Worman, the other bunk room would have still been empty. But Mortuga made you share.
Yeah, I think he wanted to keep that other bunk room vacant.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not complaining. I really like sharing with Sim. She's great.
So, what are you gonna do with the submarine now that you're captain?
My first order of business, hiring you two. You really can't do anything else until this gets cleared up, you know?
Sure, I get that. What about afterwards?
We'll sail the 7 seas and have adventures. You know, that kind of stuff.
Okay, that sounds like you don't really have a plan for what you're gonna do with the submarine. So where were you when the murder happened?
I woke up when the submarine made an unscheduled maneuver. Everyone should have been asleep, but suddenly we were surfacing.
How could you tell?
When the submarine surfaces, the bow tilts up and the stern tilts down, and diving's the opposite. My bunk room's in the bow, and I could feel it tilting up.
The bow is the front.
I knew that.
I wondered if someone other than Mortuga might be at the wheel. I was gonna go check, but then I noticed Sim was wide awake, looking upset. When I asked, she told me something had gone wrong with the new magic act she'd set up. I told her she could always take it down, rework it, and then try it again later. She seemed to agree with that, so I left her and went up to the control room. The control room was empty, but I could see we had actually surfaced, so I went up onto the foredeck to check. There wasn't anybody out there either. I had this weird feeling and really didn't want to go back to bed, so I went back to the control room. I took a closer look at the control panel to see if I could work out why we might have surfaced. Suddenly, the readings all started to go haywire. The ship's compass, the needle, it was, malfunctioning. So I pulled it out of its socket. Yeah, I figured it would need to be taken for repairs. So I left the control room but bumped into Dr. Zephyr in the parlor. He was carrying a little empty bottle made of green glass. I don't know why. I didn't ask. I went down the 2 ladders and towards the engine room, since I wanted Mr. Gripp to take a look at the ship's compass. But then Madame Tadpole appeared and called out to me. She wanted me to bring Gripp and everyone else and meet her outside the storage room upstairs. I went into the engine room and gave Mr. Gripp the compass. I told him the needle would need replacing.
Did he agree to fix it for you?
Yeah, of course. He even said he had a bunch of replacement needles he could try out. Anyway, then we went to the cargo hold to fetch Mariana Moon, and the 3 of us went up to the storeroom like Tadpole had asked. We went down the corridor. The others were gathered outside the little room at the end. I looked through the crowd and saw Captain Mortuga laying on his back, dead. Everyone was trying to work out what had happened. Someone mentioned that Sim was the last person who'd seen Mortuga alive. I didn't like where the conversation was heading, so I took Sim and left. And yeah, that's about it.
You went straight back to your room?
No, I went back up to the control room first.
For what reason?
I was wondering if Mortuga had left any instructions or any paperwork. I wanted to read the captain's log too.
Something tells me that's not the whole story.
That's the whole statement, I swear. If you have any other specific questions, I'll, field them separately.
Her doesn't sort as much upstairs. I mean, what I mostly caught on that is that she called the Illusion Theater a storage room, right? which is interesting, right? Like, I mean, I know Sim, like, has her own magic things and magic shows, but, you know, what are we calling this room? Is it the Illusion Theater or is it the storage room? And, yes, I thought Sim was saying they were, like, together or something, but, I don't, you know, can't exactly recall the whole timeline. Although I think there is a timeline in there, like, in our little journal to see, so maybe we can review that. They're meant to be friends, sure, you call it what your friend calls it. I mean, yeah. So we'll see about that, right? Like, we'll see about the whole naming thing. Yeah, so we can ask her about other people and herself.
When did you first meet Mortuga?
When he let me into the submarine.
Oh, it's just, you know, you're both from Silkworm. I thought maybe you'd have run into him before that.
My parents did. I know that much.
Remind me.
The harbor master and the shipyard mechanic.
Ah, that tracks.
So Mortuga lived an active life back then. He wasn't like, recluse?
I don't think he's ever been outgoing, but from what I gather, he was very loyal to the few friends he did have. In fact, I'm pretty sure he was trying to reconnect with someone he once knew from the town.
Who was it? Did he say?
No, I never found out.
But also, yes, they're like basically a bunch of people from the town move into the submarine, and then there was no one left in town.
Sim's my best friend.
Well, that's nice.
She's really cool and weird, and she knows all kinds of stuff about illusions and magic and curses and psychics and haunted dolls.
What a ringing endorsement.
Curses?
Oh yeah, Sim's obsessed. She's convinced that she's cursed. Or even that she is a curse.
Okay.
That's why she wears that locket.
I don't know. This sounds like kind of an unhealthy predisposition.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm actually pretty worried about her. Especially since, you know.
No?
So it's looking like Sim was the last person to see Mortuga alive. They were both in that storeroom the evening he died. The Illusion Theater.
Okay, so she's like, oh yeah, Sim's a bit suspicious, even though she's my best friend, but she's suspicious and cursed.
You said you're 18? Where are your parents?
My stepfather's still in Silkworm. He's too stubborn to leave, even though the town's pretty much dead.
Whereabouts?
The shipyard beneath the lighthouse. That's where I live, too.
Sounds like it might have been an interesting place to grow up.
It used to be. Nowadays, it's basically just a big pile of rust.
What about your mother? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, Cynthia, why did you want to become captain of a submarine?
Not a submarine. This submarine. Like I said, it's just the way it's meant to be.
Like, what's her claim? Is that her parents built the submarine, so she thinks it should belong to her? Okay, well, we can ask her about all of the things, like this very suspicious contract.
There it is, in black and white. Signed by me, signed by Mortuga.
Yeah, I can see.
Where'd it come from?
Mortuga wrote it. I think he used a typewriter.
And what? He presented it to you? When?
Well, no, because he died. So.
Oh.
But we've both signed it, so yep, it's binding. Any further questions?
Yeah, how did you—
No? Great, let's move on.
Ah, yes, so they both signed it, except he died and no one was a witness to it, and it was typed on a typewriter, and his signature is freely available in the captain's log, so nothing suspicious going on. Definitely not a forgery.
So, I noticed you're the captain, but you're not wearing the captain's jacket.
I have my own jacket. This one stays behind glass. It's just the way it's meant to be.
Okay, so what about your jacket?
It's based on the one Mortuga had. See? The epaulets are kind of the same.
Oh, I've been wanting to ask someone about this. How come Mortuga's jacket is like half a jacket?
Apparently he didn't want to wear anything on his right shoulder. Some kind of pain from an old injury, I think.
Like, she's very on, this is how things are meant to be, right? She's, her excuse for everything is just how it's meant to be. It's called fashion, yeah. Half a jacket.
Oh, you found the captain's log.
Sure did.
How does it work?
So, at the end of every day, you're supposed to print out one of these little cards with readings from the submarine's movements in the last 24 hours. Then, the captain signs it and writes about anything noteworthy that happened.
So the card on the top, that's from the day Mortuga died?
Yeah, I figured we should have a record of it.
You took over as captain that same night?
What of it?
Nothing, just asking.
Just seems like a quick power grab as soon as the opportunity presents itself with a forged contract and all that stuff.
How come there's 2 different wheels?
The big wooden ones for steering left and right. The smaller ones for diving and surfacing.
Speaking of, what does the S stand for?
Seafoam.
Yeah, figured.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing, right? If the one thing that sort of pointed towards her ownership of the ship is that, yes, the wheel already has the S, that captain's jacket already has the S. I also want to check the name that was crossed out. So I'm thinking maybe her father has actually built this ship, since she said they were like on a shipyard.
It's a work in progress, okay?
What are you trying to do, exactly?
I'm trying to get a handle on the exact form of the submarine.
Is that difficult?
Given its messy history, yes it is.
Okay, so there's been modifications.
I remember this. My mom had a copy framed and put it up on our hallway.
That's her in the photo.
Yeah.
Who's the other woman?
That's her best friend. They were always going on little adventures together. And one time, they came back with a sea serpent.
The silver snake.
Also known as the silkworm serpent.
Why'd they take it out of the ocean anyway?
It was injured? They wanted to look after it until it recovered.
Does it not have eyes?
Nope, no eyes. And its skin was rock hard, but shiny, like a gemstone.
Where'd you keep it? In the shipyard?
Yeah, Mom wanted to take it back into the sea, but she didn't want to leave it. She wanted to go with it. She wanted all of us to go.
To go and live in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically Mom was like, I've romanced a sea serpent, bye family, I've got a new life now in the ocean. Here's an unexpected creature romance twist. Mom's bestie looks surprisingly similar to Sim. I mean, it's a small town, right? Probably only a few people you can be friends with. What about the weird eyeball?
You know what this is?
I don't know. Does it belong to Madame Tadpole?
Oh?
Seems like the kind of thing she might have fished out of the sea.
Okay, we gotta ask Madame Tadpole about it. Yeah, she abandoned her whole family for a sea creature. Yeah, I wonder what the sea creature was offering to her, right? What wonders and mysterious life. I support women's rights and women's wrongs. Well, until we learned about what she was doing with the sea creature, we don't know whether it was right or wrong.
In the case file, you said the cauldron had never been unlocked before.
And nobody knew how to unlock it, except, presumably, Mortuga himself.
So you think it got opened in the course of the murder?
I see 3 possibilities. 1, the cauldron was opened before the murder. 2, someone opened the cauldron after the murder.
Someone other than Mortuga.
Naturally. And 3, the cauldron was opened during the murder.
Like the murder happening and the cauldron opening are one and the same.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever came out of the cauldron is the reason for the murder, I'm thinking. Voice inside me says the submarine actually belongs to her mother. I mean, it's possible. Or her father or parents built it together. Right? Like, it seems like there is at least some truth to her claim about the submarine. It's just that I don't think that Mortuga was just so willingly giving the submarine back to her, right? He doesn't seem like such a guy that would be like, oh yeah, you can have my submarine. You say your parents built it. Thanks, Firefly. I want it fur in my nose. You know anything about this poster?
Baroness Fortuna.
Who is she?
She's the theater owner who adopted Sim.
Did Sim like living with her? In the theater?
Sim's reluctant to speak ill of her elders, but I get the sense that Fortuna wasn't very nice to her.
Hey, that's why she had to quit theater. The lady wasn't very nice that was running the whole thing.
Do you know what the stargazing girl is all about?
No, Sim didn't tell me the details. She didn't want to, for some reason. She seemed to regret the whole thing.
Okay, so it is related to her, but she just doesn't want to talk about it. It's some darker past or sadder past that she doesn't want to be reminded of.
You know, if this is poison, then surely it's a red herring.
How so?
Mortuga didn't die from poisoning.
Right. So, you think someone put it there as a false lead?
I don't know. It's not a very good false lead. Sun tablets?
Yeah, for when you need sunlight, but you can't get any.
Like if you, I don't know, random example, lived in a submarine.
Very random and not relevant to what's going on here. What about hair? Do you know hair?
I'm considering having this taken down. I'm captain, so I'm allowed to do stuff like that.
Why would you want to take it down?
It's just unnerving. It's making some of the crew uncomfortable.
Some of the crew?
Hair specifically. She's uncomfortable with it. I mean, it is kind of spooky, to be honest. I would also be worried about the painting. You know, if I was gonna have a weird painting in my house, then of course my first and only choice would be Baby Cthulhu.
There he is, Mortuga's little mascot.
What does he do?
Well, you know, bit of this, bit of that. A big green light shines out of his eyes sometimes.
Yeah, we saw it. It lured us onto the submarine.
That's the idea.
How does it work? Do you activate it from in here?
Nope, it just kind of happens.
Wooden buoy is confirmed to be magical.
Magical boy. It's a painting of the monster that seduced her mom away. I'd want it down as well. Yes, is that serpent and hair the same creature? The sea seductress?
Aha! I see you found my case file.
Sure did.
How come you knew about Grimoire?
Oh, I read all about the Tangle Tower case in a newspaper.
I didn't know that got any press. Someone must have sold their story.
I gotta ask, did Fiona end up leaving the tower? Or is she still there?
Fifi? Yeah, she and Poppy moved out.
Oh, good for them.
They got a real nice place out in the countryside.
That's so nice. I'm jealous!
You're jealous, but you have a whole submarine to yourself now. She's not weirded out at the least. It just grows green sometimes, you know. I guess, like, listen. Her mom left to live with a sea monster. So just like a glowing wooden buoy is nothing. She's seen way more suspicious things. Do you want to move out to the countryside with Sim, Cynthia? Yeah. Is that what's going on? But now that they have a submarine, surely they could just have adventures together in their submarine.
So this is what Mr. Worman did after he left town.
Why would he need to leave town to write a book? I feel like you could do that from anywhere.
It was probably more about making connections.
You mean like in publishing?
In anything. Silkworm's a real dead end if you got any kind of aspirations.
Yeah, so I guess we get to learn more about him when we meet him.
I wonder if Sim would let us take a closer look at that locket of hers.
Okay,
Can't hurt to ask.
let's go. Let's go see Sim again. Can we look at your cursed
Right, I almost
thing?
forgot. We should be able to get into Sim and Cynthia's bunk room now.
Well, we can't be going to another place. We just got here. Okay, so can you tell me about your locket?
Sim, could we take a closer look at your locket?
I suppose so. Please be careful.
Heavy golden locket that Symmetry wears around her neck. Okay, so it's the shape of an eye, and in the back it looks like it has a, you know, some sort of do not do that sign in the brighter colors.
You really think we should open it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Open, open. There might be a curse inside, but what do we care? We love curses.
It's up to you.
Okay, so it's got an LL on the inside. That or some sort of shape. And then, well, it used to be a picture of the person, but the face is missing, so she just drew a little face. Is that supposed to be her mother or something? Okay. Yeah, we can't, like, further inspect. It's just we get to see that. Spooky. So can we ask you about this? Yeah, we can ask you about all the new things we found.
'Twas my mother's own, or so I'm told.
You don't know for sure?
I was too young. I don't remember. I dearly hope to ask her and know the truth at last.
Do you think you ever will?
The question that bestirs my soul.
Wait, so did both the mothers run away with the sea monster? Sim is much better artist than that, so it seems he was drawn a very long time ago. I mean, yes. If we're saying both Sim and Cynthia's mother ran off with sea monster when they were children, this is probably a drawing she made when she was a child.
Do you remember when Cynthia first got hold of this?
I saw her running from the bridge, all pages clasped in hand.
Where was she taking it?
In a hurried hurry haste, she was bedchamber bound.
Wait, all pages clasped in hand?
Yeah.
Both pages, surely.
Maybe there were more pages.
But mere semantics, sir.
I love triangle. Yeah, with a sea monster. I mean, that sounds fairly standard for that sort of literature, I would say.
Both she and I hath mothers lost, and both a token keep.
Unlike you, though, Cynthia's not wearing hers.
Cynthia's already got a cool jacket. One that actually fits her too.
And stitched it I, at her request, with mine own hand.
Really? When did she make this request?
Some long while ago.
Before the murder, huh?
Ah, yeah, asking to have a captain's jacket made before the captain gets murdered. Suspicious. You know, at least wait till he's, like, cold.
The numbers spoken by the ship, they falter, flailing weird and wild, as if she seeks to speak, yet lacks the tongue to voice her troubled thought.
Yeah, ship was confused. Weird things were happening.
I tried it once.
Tried what?
To turn the wheel, to steer the ship.
Oh, how'd it go?
It did not. I was too weak.
You need to be strong to turn the wheel. Okay, so are we gonna... Is this basically telling us that she was not the one controlling the ship while things were going down? She's too weak for that?
She tries her best to honor fate and call it by its newest name.
Cynthia?
I will admit, in quiet hours, the former name returns.
What's the former name?
Need you only glance beneath a single slip of paper?
Yeah, okay, because yeah, it was renamed to Mortuga, but we can see the old name maybe on the blueprint as well as on the top deck.
Fair Cynthia, O truest friend, my steadfast fealties won.
You're both from Silkworm, and you're the same age. Do you know her from before?
Though kindred bred neath sullen skies, now we met out with this sunken silver shell.
You really never ran into each other in the town?
She is bloomed from deepest silken soil, whilst I mere wandering weed by a wild wind blown.
Ah, of course.
You make a friend, and then she ends up as the new captain. Must have been, you know, a nice, unexpected bonus.
'Twas no sudden thing, full well she plotted thus her course of fate, to helm this vessel next by rightful claim, for she in law and title holds its name.
Is that so?
Cynthia Seafoam, number 6, the Leaden Crown.
Okay, so you basically admit that she was plotting to take over the ship. It's weird that so many people lived here but never met each other. Yeah, I mean, it is basically that the people are from the town. It's a tiny seaside town. They are from the town, and then somehow all end up on the submarine. And barely anyone is left in town, but they're also kind of like, oh yeah, we've only met each other here. The Leaden Crown. Heavy burden?
A heavy burden?
Okay. We've asked you new things. But yes, we can go up top.
We can't
and
go
see.
outside right now.
We can't go. Okay, so since we got here, the submarine has gone down again. So we can't go outside anymore because we would drown. Can we look on the blueprint under the name? We have move. Ah, yes. Okay, so now it says Seafoam. So yes, the original name of the submarine was Seafoam. And yes, this is all of the additions, and then we can remove them, and this is the original shape. Okay, well, I'm sure this will be important later. We're traveling through time. Yes, okay, so she said their bunk room was available. There's a lot of rooms. No, this is engine room. So this is Mr. Gripp's. We will get to Mr. Gripp's. But I want to go to the bunk room first. This is cargo hold with another person. I can't see the name unless I click on it. And I can't remember which room it was showing in their reconstructions. I guess if we just go there, we can check out all the rooms before we speak to people. Okay, there it is, bunk room. Okay, but that's the writer's bunk room. So there are 2 other people here. So I assume this is their bunk room. Okay, that's their second bunk room. Okay. So they've got like cute drawings, a little piggy bank, some sort of a house on the top of books, and you know, plants. How do you grow plants in a submarine?
It's a magazine.
Hey, this is pretty recent.
They've got a recent magazine, a movie magazine found in Symmetry and Cynthia's bunk room. Hex marks the spot. Enigmatic, movies, culture, news, and reviews. Julie Janelle on acting and authenticity. The Hex marks the spot cinematic magazine sits down with the stars of Vincent van der Peer latest film. Julie Janelle, Alicia Bonetop. CM, Julie. Since we last saw you, you've won Best Actress twice and released an eponymous folk rock album. How do you find the time? I always say I have the same 24 hours in a day as anyone else. So, Julie, what attracted you to Hex of the Helmsman? I've always loved the mystery and romance of the sea, and the script was a beautiful dark love story, but most of all, just like working with Vincent, there's a feeling of security there, since he produces too. I assume the headlight for the submarine is outside the window. Or it's magic, sure. Don't question it, basically. At this point in your career, you're clearly in high demand. We've heard a rumor that the majority of the budget for this movie went on your salary. Frowning. I very much doubt that's true, but yes, this day I'm the one holding the cards when I approach a contract situation. I'm a bit of a shrewd negotiator, to be honest. The film is an adaptation of a novel of the same name by author J.D. Wehrman. I've been meaning to read it. Let's talk sequels. Well, you just mentioned the novel. There's only one, isn't there? For now, anyway. Okay, so this writer, he's got a book that's looks like it's very popular. They made a movie based on the book, but he lives on a submarine? Shouldn't, like, he be getting paid? Collecting all the monies? But we heard you and Dirk both signed multi-picture deals. Yes, we did. I know Vincent is keen to make as many of these as he can. So you'll keep playing Belisha Bontop? Sure, unless the writers kill her off. He's a big saver, yeah. He's just like hoarding all the money, not spending it. Dirk Damson, Marcus Mordum. Dirk, how do you get in shape for the role? Oh, well, the production paid for a personal trainer and I'm not allowed to eat bread. Bread makes you fat. Hex of Hellsman is out this weekend. Check out our next issue for a full review. Okay, Julie Janelle, Hex of the Hellsman, Vincent Van Peer film. Okay, yeah, so whole poster. No bread. Yeah, absolutely could not do it. Right? I will never be ripped because I cannot abandon bread. Wit and Whimsy Pictures presents a Vincent Van de Peer production starring Julie Janelle as Belisha, introducing Dirk Dansom as Marcus. Based on a book from Kristen Kale, original novel written by J.D. Wehrman. Screenplay by Kristen Kale, directed by Vincent Van de Peer. Horrifying, no bread, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I'm like, I wanna slap her, right, is like, I always say I have the same 24 hours in the day as anyone else, and it's like, listen, when you're rich, you have like 5 assistants and a maid and a cook and a maid and I don't know, whatever else you rich people get up to, so you don't have to do all of those things that us poor people have to do with our 24 hours. Just so you know. I'm not mad. Okay, but yes, they made a movie. Okay, yes, we get an achievement for reading the movie magazine.
Oh, cool. A board game. Want to play?
We don't know the rules.
You don't normally let that stop you.
Okay, no board game for us.
Old books. Mostly fairy tales for young children.
They've been stacked up into a little tower.
Is it a Tangle Tower? No?
Look at that little wooden house. Oh.
Eventually, you'll make big YouTube money and make that big puzzle manor complete with Maid. I mean, yes, but then would we wish for any poor, you know, staff members to also be trapped in a puzzle manor? I don't want to be that person that takes people and traps them in a manor unless they ask for it, right? Like, with consent, of course. I will let you in my puzzle manor and let you solve my puzzle. But I'm not gonna do it to you if you're not expecting it.
Looks like it'd be a nice place to live.
All staff are trapped postal workers. I mean, that's gonna be like the membership tier on the channel, right? Pay a bunch of money to get trapped in the manor. That's totally a benefit, right?
What flavor?
Sun-ripened tomato.
Dang. Sounds good.
Sun-ripened. I don't think I ever had tomato crisps. I know there are ketchup crisps, but cheese and onion are my favorite crisps. What are people's favorite crisp flavors? Or chips? I guess if you're from that kind of part of the world.
A few drawings. A mouse, a girl, a leaf. They're, not good.
Not good.
You're right. They're great.
Oh yeah, Sally. She's nice about people's art. Salt and vinegar. Okay. I absolutely despise vinegar, especially the smell of vinegar. No one's allowed to have any vinegar near me. I always yell at Digibob when he cooks like some sort of sauce that contains way too much vinegar and tries to run me out of the house with all the vinegar smell. No, I love pickles, but when I say pickles, I mean like brine pickles, not vinegar pickles, you know, the unreal proper pickles.
It's a pig.
It's a safe. In the shape of a pig.
Let's look closer. Oh, so cute. Interact with the parts of the safe until they're in correct arrangement. Okay, so we've got a little hat that needs to be in the correct arrangement. We've got little eyes. It can be a cross-eyed pig. We get cheeks. We get a tongue. Okay, this is the cutest thing ever. I mean, in Britain, pickles are generally also vinegar ones, but I buy them from the Polish section of the store. And then you get brine pickles. Okay, so on the back...
These ones aren't buttons. It's just some kind of display.
It's some kind of display. Okay.
These ones aren't buttons. It's just...
Is that a clue for how we're supposed to solve it then? 3138 212 652. Okay, so it's the sum of those numbers plus 1 is this number, right? Because this gets 7, 8, then 5, 6, but this way 5, but then this is not 9. This is only 4. And this, okay, so no, that doesn't work.
These ones aren't buttons.
Yeah, I don't mean to press on it. Okay, this has 4 positions. Each eye has 3 positions. Do the numbers change when the face change? Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, so we have to make it... we have to make it so that it adds up to this. So we have to figure out which thing corresponds to what, and then make the sums. Okay, if we turn it all off, leave it the way it was, then we get 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so we've got everything to default is 1. And yes, we've got to make a big number. So let's see, if we turn the hat... Okay, the hat is here. So it's Piggy maths this time, not chicken, but yeah. So the hat changes this number. And the hat can give us 4, which means it will probably be important for getting the big numbers. Then this eye, okay, it changes this number. Okay, so it kind of maybe corresponds to the layout then. Yes, that's a 3, but then if we do a 2 and a 2, that's an 8 here, and that should be fine. So then the cheeks can be 1 or a 2. Okay, but that means this needs to be a 3, this eye. Because then that gives 5. And this eye needs to be 1. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting that. Forgot about chicken maps. It's always chicken maps. Okay, so this is this. Okay, this is... No, it needs to be at 2. Or the 6. And then... Oh, but this... Okay. Everyone wants crisps now. Well, chat is always snacky, right? Okay, so the tongue... The tongue only goes 1 or 2. Which means we will need more on the nose. So we can get... We can get a 4, but then this is overflown. Foodies with cultured taste, yes. Just crisps are a very high-end food. Absolutely. Okay, well, so I think we're basically limited by this, right? We're limited by this because to make the 5, we have very limited options because we only get an eye and a cheek, and 3 and 2 are the maximum values for this, so this has to be like that. This is now at 8. This needs to go down by 1. 7, 8, 9. This needs to drop to 1. 1, 1, 2, 6. Okay, that should be it.
Hey, I did it.
That was cute. I like the little piggy.
I'm impressed.
What's inside?
What is inside? An ultrasound picture? Underwater photo. It was hidden in Symmetry in Cynthia's bunk room. Yes, it looks like an ultrasound, but I guess you can use that more than just for looking inside of people. Seafoam imaging systems. Okay, everything is Seafoam. If we can do Piggy maths, we truly are the best detectives. Congratulations, Mrs. Ocean. It's a Mermaid.
What is it?
I don't know.
Well, I guess we can start by asking Sim and Cynthia about it.
They should totally make that safe, you know, as merch. I would buy.
Instant photos. The kind you have to shake.
That's a myth, actually. You shouldn't shake them. It damages them.
Yes, apparently you shouldn't shake them.
Well, that's my life turned upside down.
You know, for people who remember that, there's a picture on the wall behind me.
It's been hung from the pipe, so you can see it from the bed.
Ah, so here's the mother wearing that very fancy outfit and holding the blueprint. And yes, here's the submarine. Okay, so we have the origin photo of them having built that submarine. That's the dad, that's her. Now, on the side of the picture, you may notice we have our sea serpent, sea dragon, you know, whoever the mother has run off with, right? So, they were there. They were there when the submarine was built. Did she build it to go with the sea monster? And then, you know, the submarine suddenly resurfaced without her. Right? So that's why Sally is like, what happened to my mother? Her submarine now belongs to someone else. Well, I definitely have some questions about this.
It's a mirror. Sally, you can use it to fix your hair.
My hair is perfect and does not need fixing.
Sally's perfect just as she is.
It's an origami bird.
The movement of the submarine makes it look like it's blowing in the wind. It's Sim's bed.
How can you tell?
It just has her energy.
Has her energy. I mean, we can also tell because the other bed has pictures of the other family next to it.
It's a window. It must be a light, too, since we're underwater.
They've taped yellow paper to it.
Oh, to make it look like sunlight.
So?
I think they want it to look like the sun.
Sad.
It's Sim and Cynthia's bunk room.
It's pretty cozy.
Yeah, they have like basically little nooks under their beds where they hang out, being all cozy. Okay, well, let's go ask them about those new findings. Yeah, maybe they don't super wanna be in here. Well, I mean, I think they kinda wanna be in here. Like, I think Cynthia wants to be on the submarine and she wants to go find her mom. But obviously, it's not gonna happen if they're just in a random bunk room, right? She wants to be the captain and she wants to go on a mission to figure out what happened to her mother and her sea monster lover. Okay, well, can I ask you about some things again?
That's your mom?
Yeah, she was the harbor master.
That's a pretty fancy jacket for a harbor master. Looks more like a naval officer.
Yeah, well, she had a lot of big ideas. She was super ambitious, always making plans. My dad could barely keep up.
That's your dad on the right?
Yeah, stepdad, but yeah.
Are you two
Stepdad?
close?
Not really. We kind of drifted apart after a while.
After the mother left. I mean, yes, she looks like this, you know, yeah, woman with big ambitions and big ideas, and the stepdad is just kind of gray in the background.
I locked it in the safe. I didn't think...
What is it?
The night of the murder, when I was in the control room by myself, it was right around the time the ship's compass was freaking out.
You used the underwater imaging system?
I don't know why. I couldn't resist. But then this came out. I wish I hadn't done it. I put it in the safe so I wouldn't have to think about it.
I can understand that.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta compartmentalize. One thing at a time, you know?
That's true.
Is your real dad the sea monster? I mean, that's quite possible. Considering everything that we've heard happen so far.
You know, this article's kind of unfair to Dirk. It barely mentions him.
Probably because it was written before the movie came out, so he wasn't famous yet.
Oh yeah, true.
The movie was a hit, right? So Dirk's famous now?
I guess he must be. He told me he's getting all kinds of offers from other studios.
Lucky him. He must be thrilled.
Okay, so Dirk, the movie star, also lives on this submarine. Because yeah, I thought I saw someone like that in one of the rooms as we kind of ran by.
Sim let you see her locket?
Do you know what's inside? Did she ever show you?
No, and I didn't ask. She's allowed to have secrets. Wait, you didn't open it, did you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it okay? There wasn't anything bad in there?
It's fine.
Okay, fine. Good.
I mean, there wasn't a curse inside, if that's what you mean. Okay, we've asked you, but we can also ask her more questions. Maybe she knows about the sea monster baby.
A portrait of fair Cynthia's youth.
Sim? What's wrong?
Mine eye is drawn against my will to she that lingers far from frame.
The ship, in the background.
What about it?
A sorry, sorrowed tale has she, for never fully wrought. Left to rust in stillborn state, the dream forever gone undreamt.
Oh, so they didn't get to use the ship, except Now they get to use the ship, right? I assume this is the ship we're currently on.
There she is.
Who?
I don't know. I've never seen her with my eyes. I've only ever heard her voice.
When?
At night, when half asleep.
Half asleep or asleep?
What did she say?
I wish I knew. Oh, how I wish I knew.
If you've never seen her, how'd you recognize her from the photo?
I cannot say. May I ask where you found it?
Actually, it was in your bedroom.
Oh, this is what Cynthia was hiding under her mattress?
No, we found it in a safe.
Oh.
But now I feel like we should check on Cynthia's mattress.
Yeah, exactly. We should check under her mattress. But yes, is it hair from the painting? Is that the same as the sea monster, or are we talking different sea monsters? Are only some of them attractive, or are all of sea monsters attractive?
And this is Dirk's, I'm guessing.
You guessed correct.
Kind of him to lend it to you.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's kind of precious to him.
Au contraire, he spoke of it with sulk and scorn. Glad was he to see it gone.
He doesn't like being famous. Yes, it's
I guess
hair.
we should go look under Cynthia's mattress.
Yes, we should go and look under Cynthia's mattress. All magical sea creatures are attractive. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Clearly, I need to spend more time in the sea.
I hate to pry, but...
Do it, do it. Okay, some sort of letter. It's the free stacked stones. We've seen this before. This document. And then lots of signatures. It's a deed of ownership that's been signed by many different people. This document, originally handwritten by Solomon Stonetop, might be presented as proof to one's ownership of property in Silkworm-on-Sea, known as the Stonetop Inn. The following individual is now registered as the Stonetop Inn's certified proprietor and landowner. Okay, so it used to be Selena Stonetop, Felicia Stonetop, Magnus Mortuga, and then Don Drummond. Okay, so Magnus used to own the inn, and then he was like, well, I've got myself a nice little submarine, so I don't need the inn anymore. You have many people to educate on the attractions of the magic sea creatures. Yes, clearly you're the expert. We will refer to you to understand it better. Dear Magnus, I've come to see you before I leave, but you're asleep. I don't want to wake you up, as I know you need to recover after what happened. The mark she left on your shoulder hasn't faded, so I think it might be permanent. Luckily, I think it looks quite heroic. Okay. Is it hair again? Like, because when he wears half the jacket, right, it almost looks like he has a tattoo on that arm. But I guess it might be a mark from hair. I'm leaving my cabin key with you as well, so I can always keep an eye on you. Haha. But no, you won't actually need to use it. Nobody will. I'm having the Dearest Selena decommissioned. It's over at the Drummond shipyard. They're going to take it apart. I told Don he could strip it for parts if he wanted. As for our cargo, the bell and the boy are in my room, and I've returned the mermaid's tongue to its resting place. Please try not to dwell on it. Magnus, I have to leave Silkworm tonight. I'm giving you the inn, so it's in your name now. Hopefully, I will see you again. Felicia. I'm sorry, but what is a mermaid's tongue? And where is its resting place? Something about the inn, that someone is getting rid of the owners to get their hands on it. I mean, there are clearly weird objects in there. So how many sea creatures do we have so far? Hair, the mermaid from the Cauldron, and the Serpent, and whoever was outside. Yeah, I mean, some of them may be the same things. Not sure. Like, is Hair and the Serpent the same thing? I don't think it's the same thing I was in the Cauldron. But I guess we will find out eventually. Okay, well, this is Interesting. Well, let's go and ask her why she has this under her mattress. Hello again. I found more things. Yes, there's also the mermaid mask, but yeah, we don't know about that yet. Yes, but that's the title, right?
You found it, huh?
We did indeed. Indeed.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yep, we got it. Good joke. Let's move on.
Why did you hide it?
I'm allowed to keep stuff under my mattress.
Is it yours? It doesn't have your name on it.
No, it doesn't. That's exactly why I brought it with me, actually.
Go on.
No. I'm done talking.
Okay. She refuses to incriminate
Oh, shut
herself.
up.
You found it, huh?
We
No,
did indeed.
I didn't want to ask you again about it. Okay. Well, so she's being sassy about it, but she's not gonna talk to us. Ah, okay. I'm starting to see something. Yeah, she's very suspicious, but it seems like she's trying to basically untangle her own mystery, right? Like something has happened to her family and she's trying to figure out what's going on. But yes, if we go back to the parlor where the picture of hair is, actually we don't have to because we have it in our menu. If we look at the hair painting, if we look at the back, that's what's at the back, right? It's the seal with 3 stacked stones, and then it's this where I was like, is this a symbol? Is it number 88 or what is it? But if we look at the deed here where it says Selena Stonetop, the way Selena signs her name, that looks, the S's look like exactly like that symbol, right? So that basically says it's the initials for Selena Stonetop, and it's the same seal with the 3 stones. So somehow Selena Stonetop, like, she made that painting, right? She signed it at the back, or it's from the inn. They're chicken drumsticks. It's Selena's portrait. I mean, maybe not portrait, but it might be something that belonged to her or that she painted. Yeah, it's a signature. So, curious, right? How are all of those things connected? Okay. We can ask her about this deed as well, but after that, I guess we should go and meet a new person. Okay, let's ask you about
'Twas
this
Cynthia who
deed.
had it when first she came aboard. Something in it holds great weight, for her at least it seems.
But you don't know what exactly?
With certain mind I cannot say.
Okay, so she had it with her when she came aboard, like, that was her clue to where, like, something about her mother. Like, I assume she's basically been looking for her mother. That's been her whole thing. Okay. So, let's go meet the engineer guy that supposedly she brought the compass to fix. And in his engine room with, like, cat-out people.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think there's someone in that basket.
There's Mr. Gripp. Yeah, but I wanted to look at things first.
A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please peruse at your leisure.
Testing, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Peruse. Okay. Drag the correct compass into each of the 4 slots. This compass tries to point away from all the others. This compass doesn't want to solve this puzzle right now. Are we, like, doing puzzle boxes from blueprints? This compass is actually a clock in disguise. this compass tries to point at all the others. Okay. And we have 4 slots, and we have 6 compasses. Okay, do they change when I move them? Yes, okay, so they change when I move them. Okay, so this one follows this compass. Okay, so what happens? This one also follows, like, a compass. But, okay, they're all changing directions when I move them. Or move things around them. This pink one doesn't. This pink one doesn't do anything. Okay, this one... Like, it's not entirely avoiding the compasses. Oh, wait. Because I'm thinking, like, you know, we have a compass that tries to point away from all the others. And we have a compass that tries to point to all the others. And then we have a compass that actually is a clock in disguise. You can't see that last one, but that's what it says on the top, right? One of the compasses is actually a clock. Which means the compasses that want to point to or away from other compasses will not react to the clocked. Tag yourself. Yeah, doesn't want to solve this puzzle right now. Okay, pink is moving slowly. Okay, so it's the clock in disguise, yeah. Okay, what about you other guys? Because you want to point at things. Yes, yellow seems to want to point away from the compasses, right? But it's okay. It's okay with pointing at the pink one because the pink one is not a compass. So yellow one doesn't want to point at them. It points away. Pink one is the clock. And then what? The red one tries to point at the other compasses. But so does the blue, like. Okay, it seems like purple doesn't care. Like it's just pointing over there. It doesn't care where we move it. It doesn't try to point at anywhere. So the purple might be it doesn't want to solve this puzzle because it doesn't care about like pointing at things. Okay. So who wants to point at all the others? I mean, green seems to want to point at the clock. Because it's constantly pointing towards the pink. So that one's pointing at the clock. You also don't want to point at the compasses. Like, when you get close, you point away. Yeah, blue only likes green. Green only likes pink. Red doesn't like them. Right, red is pointing away. But so is yellow. Such a complicated relationship tree. Make it a soap opera. Because yeah, you don't absolutely care. You don't do anything. Because you don't care about this puzzle. Red is pointing at the center of the screen. Yeah, so maybe, like, let me just move them here for now. Okay. Oh, okay. If I move them, then red starts to point at where they all are. So I think, like, if they're spread out, then it just points at the center because everything is everywhere. But if it was in a group, then it tries to point at all the others. And then the blue and the green are useless.
That's the one.
Good job.
Okay.
Did something unlock?
Yeah, what does that give us?
Nope.
Yeah, it did. I heard it. Sounded like a box opening.
Pure
Yeah, the
conjecture.
box at the bottom. There's something there.
It's open.
What is that? Some kind of scroll.
That is not for sale. Please don't touch it.
If it's not for sale, then I can take it for free, right?
Too late. Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. An old scroll hidden in the engine room. You wanna be Mr. Gripp when you grow up? Well, you have to start with getting this cool outfit. It unrolls to reveal a map. A red X is marked somewhere in the ocean. Ooh. Detective business. Detective resumes. Cancelled complex compass drama. Yes, it's like relationship problems, except expressed with compasses. Yes, okay, we got moon phases, constellations, letters, and then X marks the spot. Service record, map coordinates, approximately 2 miles from Silkworm Coast. Map interpreted by Gripp for customer Magnus Mortuga. Cost waived. Mr. Gripp's Emporium's Silkworm on Sea. And on the back, it's the boy with the spooky eyes. What's this about then? Okay, here's another thing here. The music in here is also kind of funky.
It's a big compass.
A broken compass that is in the process of being fixed. It was on display in Gripp's shop. Okay, so it's kind of like has tons of needles and none of them work. Oh, okay, but it has the 3 pins. That means it's the compass from the control room. Okay, we've stolen it.
If I turn this wheel, you have to turn the other one.
Why?
Because one good turn deserves another. Who are these guys?
Just some of my satisfied customers.
Okay then, if you say so.
Is that the balloon part of a hot air balloon?
I think so. And it's branded with a logo. Mr. Gripp's Emporium. If I turn this
Okay,
wheel...
that's, it's just the wheel
because
joke
one
again.
good turn deserves...
Okay, well, I guess let's talk to Mr. Gripp.
What on earth are you doing?
Ah, customers. Come in, and
Oh my God,
welcome
this one.
to Mr. Gripp's Emporium.
Wait, what?
I guess he's Mr. Gripp.
What's that? You'd like a succinct yet exhaustive rundown of our operational philosophy?
I don't think I said that.
Here at Mr. Gripp's, we plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, and measure the unmeasurable. No sea too vast, no night too dark, no fog too thick. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated.
I mean, not only does the stick have a hat to match him, it also has a little smiley face. So cute.
So fret not, noble navigator, as we stock all the essentials.
Okay, what does this button do? The Gripp button. Okay, so we can buy things here, but I'm afraid we're too poor for this shop. We have no money, and we cannot buy anything. But if we had money, we could buy a compass, or we could buy a map, or we could buy a spyglass, or sextant, or chronometer, or a chart. Yeah, if only we have to... We're too poor for the shop, but also we cannot exit. Okay, so can I buy something with my no money? Do you do, like, tab?
I'm sorry, you can't afford this item.
Is this map? Maybe.
I don't want it.
Okay, do we have to press on everything until we can exit?
I'm afraid you don't have enough money.
I know! I'm not trying to buy anything!
Yes, I'm trying to leave.
Apologies, you can't afford that one.
Mr. Gripp, we're not customers. We're detectives. We need to talk to you.
Okay.
Why didn't you say so? Now, what is it you wanted to know?
So, tell us about yourself, because you seem like an interesting character.
Can I get your full name?
Godric Gripp of Mr. Gripp's Emporium.
And that's this little shop you run down here in the engine room, for some reason.
This is merely the newest branch. The flagship site is back in Seafoam-on-Sea.
Yeah, we saw it. It's all boarded up.
Yes, well, I can't make a living selling compasses to the ghosts in a ghost town, can I?
So that's what
Can
you
you?
do? Sell compasses? Seems kind of niche.
We buy, sell, and service all manner of nautical navigation equipment. What's that? Ah, yes, we also provide cartographic consultation. We'll analyze and decipher any map, all for a low, low fee. Some maps may be invalid, fee to be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, did you just talk to your stick?
You mean Cornelius Kane?
And
Cornelius
he's given it a
Kane.
name. Great.
Don't ask any follow-up questions.
I love you, Cornelius.
Maybe he'll let us move on.
So he says compasses to the people on the submarine. Yep, he's got that market cornered. He also says maps.
How'd you wind up here?
I crashed my hot air balloon into the ocean. Whole thing came down. Dreadful. And of course, I've never been a swimmer, don't have the upper body strength.
How'd you crash your balloon?
A rather spirited disagreement with a flock of migratory pelicans led to an abrupt
Sure, okay. And the actual reason?
storm.
There we go.
Wait, so you're an aeronaut? I thought you were a shopkeeper.
Yes, well, you're quite right, of course. But I'd been inspired to leave my shop behind and head out on a journey of discovery into the great unknown. That was the plan, at least. As you can see, I didn't make it very far at all.
So there's a storm, the balloon crashes, you fall into the ocean. Then what?
Enter Captain Mortuga. He finds me adrift, fishes me out of the water, and promptly places me here.
In the engine room? Was every other room taken?
On the contrary, only Mortuga and Zephyr were living here when I arrived, so I rather had the run of the place. Cornelius and I just agreed this would be the best place to set up shop, as it were.
Why did you set up your shop again? You just said you'd been inspired to leave it behind.
I had to make myself useful somehow, didn't I?
In other words, he owes people money. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there is a reason you leave your shop, try to escape on a hot air balloon, and then accept refuge at a submarine, and then run a second shop there. We do need to keep track of where everyone arrived, but it is recorded in the captain's logbook thing, because it says in the notes when everyone got here, so we should be able to just review that if we need to. How'd the basket of that hot air balloon fit through the door? Magic. They've got magic here.
Let's see. I'd taken Cornelius up to the mess hall. Poor fellow needed a little repair work, you see.
Were you alone up there? Aside from Cornelius, I mean.
No, Worman was there, working away on his typewriter. Then, all of a sudden, somebody new came down the ladder. A woman by the name of Mariana Moon. Worman and I conversed with her for a few minutes before Mortuga himself entered the room. He passed through towards the child's room and the storeroom, but before he left, he asked us to provide Mariana with a tour of the submarine. Worman feigned a sudden fatigue and slithered off back to his room, leaving me as the solitary tour guide.
You do kinda look like a tour guide, to be honest.
Yes, well, I won't bore you with a blow-by-blow. I'm sure Mariana will cover that in her statement. Suffice it to say, we ended up in the bilge at the very back of the Submarine. And there we were, standing in the dark, when all of a sudden, a voice echoed down from above.
Mortuga's voice?
No, a young woman's, possibly two different women. The voices were followed by the sound of a blade, and finally a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sounds like a murder to me.
What did Mariana make of all this?
Well, apparently satisfied by our impromptu eavesdropping session, she made her farewells and left.
You didn't go with her?
No, I stayed a little longer.
Did you hear any other weird noises?
I did. First, the sound of the storeroom door wrenching open and then closing again. Secondly, some kind of short, heavy scrape, mechanical. And finally, a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sorry, again?
How many murders were there?
I didn't really know what to do with myself after that, but an unexpected lurch of the submarine caused me to very nearly topple over into the bilge water. So I decided to take my leave and return to the safety of my engine room.
You didn't want to go upstairs and see what was going on?
I certainly thought about it. Ultimately, I think it came down to cowardice on my part.
You didn't want to run to the murderer.
So, let's see. I was sat there, feeling rather pathetic, when Cynthia appeared in my doorway.
What did she want?
Well, she had a compass she wanted me to fix. I agreed to take a look at it for her. But that wasn't the end of it. She then told me she'd been asked to bring me upstairs, along with everyone else. And so, after fetching Mariana from next door, the three of us went up to the storeroom. I saw Mortuga's body laying on the floor, saw the cut across his neck. The cowardice I'd felt before, compounded. Tadpole spoke to the room. She wanted a confession, or even just an explanation. It goes without saying that nobody was willing to offer one. Really, that's the end of it. After that, several things happened very quickly. Cynthia became captain, decided to bring in a detective. You two arrived, and here we are.
If the signatures in the catalogs are forged, how do we know the records are accurate? I mean, we don't, but I guess we will have to untangle that when the time comes. Yes, his little stick friend is very cute. But okay, so he was basically under the room where the murder happened, so he heard some noises. But, you know, we don't know. There could be some pipes that carry voices from different places around the ship. Okay, well, we can ask you about all the other people.
He lived and worked in the inn opposite my emporium. I'd see him when I offered my custom at the inn, and in return, he'd come by my shop. As a sailor, Mortuga shared in my interest of nautical navigation. He even hired me for a job once.
Did he tell you he was planning to go live on a submarine?
I don't think he told anybody. After his disappearance, all I had was several largely unsatisfactory rumors. They said he disappeared into the sea, whatever that was supposed to mean. The first time I laid eyes on his eponymous submarine was when it rescued me from my fallen balloon. I can't tell you how surprised I was to see Magnus Mortuga step out onto the foredeck, although he wasn't quite the same man I'd known before.
How do you mean?
The light in his eyes was dulled, like he wasn't really there.
What had happened to him?
Well, I'd never found out, but you know, perhaps the rumors were true after all. Perhaps he had disappeared into the sea.
Disappeared into the sea. I mean, going on a submarine is kind of like disappearing into the sea, as far as I'm concerned. But yes, he went through some things. He turned dark.
Young Cynthia seems quite convinced that she should be the new captain in the wake of Mortuga's death.
Sounds like you don't agree.
Well, now, I didn't say that. It's just...
You don't think she's up to the task?
On the contrary, from what I've seen, Cynthia is a remarkably bright and capable young woman. So much so that I bemoan seeing her spend her best years hidden away down here in the dark.
It doesn't have to be permanent. She could be captain for a little while and then go do something else.
Okay. Well, she clearly is on some sort of mission.
Before this thrilling little jaunt on the Mortuga submarine, I'd lived in Silkworm all my life. I worked for my father and eventually inherited his business. Gorman Gripp's Nautical and Aeronautical Precision Measurement and Navigation Instruments.
Snappy title.
I eventually trimmed the name down to just Mr. Gripp's Emporium. That was around the same time I hired young Cornelius here as a much-needed
Hired
second
him.
pair of hands.
He's a stick. He does not have hands.
Yes, running that business was my whole life for many years. Slow, sometimes tedious work, but I was extremely good at it. I especially relished in the task of deciphering and restoring old maps. The more decrepit they were, the more I enjoyed it.
And now you live in the engine room of a submarine. Must be a big change.
Yes and no.
Okay, so how much do you pay Cornelius, huh? Is he getting a good wage?
I will say, in the last day or so, Symmetry does seem particularly somber.
Because of Mortuga's death?
Yes, the problem seems to be that she considers herself a kind of catalyst.
Does she? Why?
Well, I believe she'd been working on some new project, and shortly before Mortuga died, Symmetry shared this project with him.
And?
And then he dies. It's probably just bad timing.
What kind of project was it?
I really have no idea. What's that? Oh, yes. Cornelius tells me he saw Symmetry drawing something while in the mess hall. A poster, apparently?
That's the crayons. That's what the crayons were for. But yeah. She thinks she's cursed and whatever she's done has killed the captain. What are we doing, Firefly? Are we fighting about the mic again? I don't know why you're so obsessed with it. What is it about the mic that just feels like you must touch it? Why you like it so much? Okay, so you're gonna know about this map? You restored it? Yeah, the crayons were the clue we needed, exactly. Sally was right.
How much for this one?
It's not for sale.
Oh, too rare? Too valuable?
It's from my personal collection. I really hadn't intended for you to see it.
Well, we did see it.
Was it a map too, anyway? Was it the red X?
Now that's the question, isn't it?
You don't know?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay, so it's a map, but he doesn't know what to. But he doesn't want anyone to see it. He's hiding it. And yeah, Sally wins the bet. What was it? $10?
What's with all the needles and cogs and stuff?
It looks like Gripp's halfway through fixing it. That's what I figured, anyway.
Ah, thank heavens! That's what I was hoping for.
Sorry, what?
Perhaps I should explain. You see, Miss Seafoam came to me with a compass she needed fixing. I went to put the needle back on, but Cynthia stopped me. No, she said. The whole thing is broken. You'll have to take a look at the insides. You'll have to replace the needle. For some reason, she seemed to need it to be true.
She needed the compass to be broken.
I told her I had various spare needles I could try out as replacements, and here we are.
And you left it out so Cynthia would see it? So she'd think you were actually fixing it?
That's the idea, yes. So if you kindly put it back where you found it.
Okay, so she was like something about the way it was behaving. Like she was worried. Like, has she seen a compass freak out like that before? And basically that reminded her of whatever bad things happened to her. So she's like, no, it has to be broken, because if it's not broken and it's actually doing that, that means something bad's coming, or that, you know, it means she is here.
Gripp, what do you know about this document?
Ah, yes. I believe it belongs to Cynthia, and she gave it to Mortuga shortly after she first arrived.
Okay, so not much.
Oh, yes, I remember hearing about this. A submarine constructed by the harbour master and the shipyard mechanic, who I believe was her husband.
Where'd you hear about it?
Just gossip from around town.
Okay. Well, but it is this submarine, right? It must be.
Goodness me.
What's it a photo of?
Well, it's a face. I suppose we can agree on that.
Doesn't look like any face I've ever seen.
No, well, perhaps you ought to count yourself lucky.
It's hair. Okay, I can now see the face. I was previously like, it's just a splodge, but now that they've said that, I can see how it's a face.
Are there really only 2 characters?
It's just a poster. I'm sure there are more in the actual film.
If it sticks to the novel, there actually might only be 2 characters.
It's just 2 lonely people at the sea.
Bingo! Lillian's locket in the flesh!
And Lillian is... who?
By all accounts, some kind of sorceress.
How come you know about this?
Well, it's a brass trinket, and thus it's often placed within the jurisdiction of my expertise.
Okay. Who's Lillian then? Do we know her? Should we know her?
2 individuals in contention of the ownership, however, recent developments exploded. No, I don't like it.
Now, what's wrong with it?
The wording, it's too vague. It could be about anything.
But if it's not about Cynthia and Mortuga, what would it be about?
I couldn't say, but I stand by it. There's a chance Cynthia's got the wrong end of the stick. She oughtn't be captain after all. Oh, sorry, Cornelius. He doesn't like it when I say wrong end of the stick.
It's insensitive way to say wrong end of the stick. Think about all the sticks and how they feel about that. But yes, he's saying like this could have been a contract for anything else, but if you read into it like that, you can say it's for the ship.
Yes, this was clearly made by someone who understands the value of iconography.
You mean the S emblems?
The whole thing? Mortuga's log. Let's find the entry about me, shall we? Here it is, right after Zephyr's. Godric Gripp rescued from hot air balloon accident. To refer to it as an accident, a merciful gesture indeed.
Okay, so he says at least those entries are correct in the log, right? The order matches his knowledge of events.
Do you know how the wheel got damaged?
It looks in working order to me.
No, look. Some of the spokes are different. It looks like they broke off and got replaced.
You're quite right. Although it's not exactly at odds with the ship as a whole, is it?
Meaning?
Look around you. She's a ramshackle old thing. Sturdy, yes, even handsome in places, but undeniably a patchwork of sorts.
Yes, if the blueprint's right, like it's been kind of patched over a bunch of times.
What's the deal with this blueprint? It's kind of a mess.
They say Mortuga bought an incomplete submarine and then paid for it to be completed. So it only makes sense that the blueprint's as ramshackle as the ship itself.
Where'd he buy it from?
How'd he pay for it?
1, the shipyard, I imagine. And 2, I have no idea. He'd never seemed to have any money.
Yeah, so how did he pay for it? Because yes, it's clearly the ship that the mother built, but then what happened? Yes, all the secret rooms. There's definitely gonna be at least one secret chamber in here, if not more.
Godric Gripp's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments. Great name.
As well, this was shortly before the rebrand.
Why'd you decide to rebrand the shop?
You see, the news about the silkworm Serpent put the town in a particular sort of mood. Interest in all things nautical adventure was on the rise, you know. They put up that statue, we get tourists even.
So you capitalized on the zeitgeist.
Look at you, using the vocabulary.
Know anything about weird glass eyeballs?
Where on earth did you find this?
It was just lying around. Do you know what it is?
What I do know is that it belonged to Mortuga.
But you don't know what it was actually for.
I couldn't say with any academic certainty.
It belonged to Mortuga, but was found in the room that Sim is using for her magic tricks. So why was it there?
So what's the deal with this cauldron?
I've no idea.
Really? I figured you've been here a while. Surely Mortuga would have mentioned it.
He never did. Seems like he was keeping it secret.
From who?
From everyone.
Why would it need to be a secret?
Maybe he just wanted it all for himself. Yeah, whatever was in there, I mean.
It wasn't really Mortuga's modus operandi to be selfish like that. Quite honestly, it's more likely to be the exact opposite.
What, so keeping it secret was him being selfless, somehow?
Like if it was dangerous. He kept it hidden as a way of keeping you all safe.
I mean, he also called the room a storeroom, right? So it's on the illusion theater because Sim calls it that, but everyone else is just like, it's just a storeroom. Boring.
Cornelius tells me he spotted Miss Silkmoth drawing this while she was in the mess hall.
What's it a drawing of, exactly?
Let's have a look, shall we? Ah, that's Symmetry, I assume. And she's sitting on the cauldron, facing a window.
Looking at hair.
This is from a ship's sail.
I think so?
Did you sell sails in your shop?
No, ship parts like that fell within the remit of the Drummond shipyard, a few doors down.
Something fell down. And I'm like, what was that? Did Firefly knock something over? I'm not sure. I can't see anything. Did anyone see anything fly behind me? Because I don't know what that noise was.
We think Mortuga might have dropped this when he was killed.
You can think that all you like. Personally, I think it came from somewhere else.
If it wasn't dropped by Mortuga, perhaps it was dropped by the culprit?
Might have been neither.
You are suggesting this bottle made its own way into the crime scene?
Maybe.
Is that a sun?
Probably. Although it could be a wheel.
Oh yes, wheel tablets.
You know, for when your wheel is not feeling great. Yeah, I mean, even more now, the hair painting and the underwater photo. Like, I will go to the inventory and talk about it in a bit, but they look like it might be the same things.
Ah, yes. Can't really miss it, can you?
It's creeping me out, but I really want to know what it is.
I wouldn't lose sleep over it if I were you.
I mean, I may lose sleep over it, it's creepy.
Wonderful, isn't it? Cornelius thinks it might be his great-grandmother. For all I know, he may be right.
It belonged to Mortuga, I assume?
Yes, and to me it sits right alongside that iron bell in his office and that stone cauldron in the storeroom. Together, they form Mortuga's collection of inexplicably cursed-looking nautical artifacts.
Maybe they do form a set.
Maybe they do form a set. Maybe he was collecting all of them, cursed artifacts.
No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. Yes, I noticed that too.
The missing murder weapon. Classic.
Any idea where it might be, or what?
Not yet.
Well, it's attached to the creature that got him, right? It was a claw. A steel claw.
Let's see here. Nope, doesn't say it anywhere. No based on, no inspired by.
Inspired by what?
True events. But then again, I suppose it is largely imaginary and mostly guesswork. I'd imagine that gets him off the hook.
Are you trying to say that the book is based on you or something like that? You know? Being like, oh yeah, I'm really the star of this romance or whatever that story is about. Okay, so we asked him about all of that now. But yes, if we go to the inventory and look at this, like if we look at the hair painting, right? It's like this weird, wispy creature. And it's just the fact that at the top of it, there is a face, like a human face. And then if we look at the underwater photo, yes, I can see it. Like those are eyes. This is the nose, and this is mouth, right? So yes, it's basically a picture of a face just floating in the ocean. So is this the mermaid mask? You know, the face that this creature is wearing while it's floating in the sea? Is that what we're talking about here? But yes, I at the start I just thought it was like a random splotch, but no, I can absolutely see the face now. Yes. Quite the mystery.
Gripp, can we take a look in the basket?
Yes.
Will you be getting out of the basket?
No.
No, we just have to look around his feet. Basket for a hotel balloon. It was hanging in the center of the engine room, and it seems to contain the broken pieces of the wheel that he said he knew nothing about it being broken. Mr. Gripp's Emporium, buy, sell, repair. Here at Mr. Gripp's, we chart the unchartable, plot the unplottable, and measure the unmeasurable. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Okay, but do we want to talk about this? We want to talk about the fact that you have the broken wheel inside of your basket? Because I have questions.
Okay, so you're not really an aeronaut, but you did own a hot air balloon for some reason?
For most of its life, it was just ornamental. We put it out the front of the shop as a billboard.
No wonder you crashed if you were trying to fly an ornamental billboard.
And then after you crashed it, you brought it inside the submarine?
You'd rather I just let it sink into the ocean? Besides, it's useful. Anytime I want to reread our company mantra, it's printed right there.
And anytime you wanted to check your opening times, they're right there.
Quite right.
Oh look, there you are, with a cane, as ever.
Of course, Mr. Gripp always has Cornelius Kane by his side.
But why? What's the point?
I don't know what to tell you. It's just my shtick.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Exactly. Oh my god. Did he really just say that? His shtick. Okay, I guess we can't question him about the broken wheel pieces just yet. But yes, I think... Yeah, awful, awful. Okay, yes, I mean... As in Tangle Towers, right? The characters are wonderful and suspicious and weird and just all at the same time. Voice concealed beneath Cornelius Kane's hat? Well, maybe eventually we will find out. I mean, what's concealed under Mr. Gripp's hat, right? It looks like it could store quite a few things. He has the best room music so far. Yes, it's quite happy and jaunty, and he also has like a giant sun painted on the wheel in the back.
A giant cog! Maybe I should touch it.
Grimoire, what did I tell you when we first met?
That if I ever get stuck in a giant cog, you wouldn't pull me out.
Okay, so don't touch it because she's not gonna save you. Okay, so I think this is really fun. I think there is lots of mysterious things happening, and there will be definitely things to uncover here and figure out who is she, who is her, and you know, why did multiple people from town potentially run off with a mysterious sea creature, and yes, what is Mr. Gripp and his stick companion hiding, and what are all the other people hiding? I mean, we still have to meet like a whole set of people, right? We've what, less than a half of the character set in? No, yeah. So there will be lots to do, but we've already been here for about 3 hours, so I think it's time to wrap it up for today. And we will be back tomorrow at the same start time to play more of this. From what I've seen of like the average play times, I think it's gonna take us tomorrow and then likely next weekend as well, because yeah, it's like 10 to 12 hours this game, maybe even, depend I guess how much of yapping we're doing while we're doing it as well. But yes, I'm totally excited to I'm totally excited to go back to this and see more weirdos Right? See more weirdos doing their weirdo activities and tell us their stories. Hopefully, it's not gonna crash anymore. You know, after that first crash, we've survived. So hopefully everything will behave and there won't be any more technical difficulties. So yes, for today, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for lurking in the background. Whatever you do. Thank you to anyone who liked the stream. That also always helps the channel. And yeah, hopefully I will see you tomorrow for more of this. And as always, thank you to all the members for supporting the channel. Bye-bye!